Hello, my name is Saltbot. I am Kismet's co-host for this evening. Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you, we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
It's another day of fun-filled excitement trying to get my title updated. Always some technology, something to fight against, but we got it working. I was like testing it out, put 7 days to die in there and test it out. And I'm like, hey, won't update. So spent a good 15 minutes wasted on that. Always some technical problem, but I never give up. Never give up on those issues. Never give up on those hurdles you'll have in life. Don't worry, they'll work themselves out eventually. You'll find the solution. Be an awesome problem solver like me. I solve problems all day, every day. Now, the good problem today, my wife and kids are off doing something else, so I can hang out with you guys, play some Fallout Shelter, of course, for a few hours, and then I might sneak in. Shh, don't tell nobody. Might sneak in a couple hours of 7 days to die as well. So if you guys like both of those games, you're in for a treat because we're going to do that right now. Of course, let me say hello to all my awesome people hanging out in chat right now. Of course, we got Pika coming in right now. We also got Raldex saying hello, Kismet. Oh, Pika's playing some Skyrim. Uh-oh. That game is so addicting. It is so good. It is so good. It is so addicting. I will probably play that a little bit on Tuesday. Tuesday of this week, we're going to be, that's kind of a random game day. Whatever I feel like playing that day. We'll go out and play a bit of that. Probably some Skyrim. Again, another one of those games I could play all day, every minute of every day. But wife and kids, IRL, a bunch of other games to play right now. Trying to get my playthrough done of Fallout 4. Also trying to get this particular vault up to max. And this vault is rocking. Let's switch over. Let's take a look. Boom. Right here. Let's go ahead and jump right into Vault 45. Let me go and get my sound on. Boom. We are good to go. Good to go. And again, if you see that little bar right up there in that upper right-hand corner, that is me being a terrible estimator of TwitchCon. I am under by about 350 there, but now we need about 300 more to go to TwitchCon. We're just going to leave that up there. Anybody who does donate, I'm going to try to get myself to TwitchCon there. Try to pay for it. Hopefully it does go all the way up before then, because I'd already paid for the tickets and everything. So we'll see how it goes. I went through and of course made my reservations for TwitchCon. I will be there. If you happen to see me there, I have a whole bunch of these that I had made previously, luckily. A whole bunch of these right here, Kiz Caps, that I will give out to you, and a whole bunch of other goodies that I hold just for TwitchCon this year. So if you do find me, I will give you all sorts of fun stuff. Fun stuff. Look at this. This is what you want to see in your vault. You come in your vault, bam! Look at all this stuff. Look at all this sweet stuff. Look at that. Bam. Look at them all maxed out. See, when they're maxed, you don't really know if you clicked on them or not. What? Death Claws? I haven't even taken anybody out of the vault. I call foul on that one. I call foul on that Death Claw. That is not cool. That is a whole lot of not cool right there. I call foul. I call foul on the Death Claws. All right, we got to make sure we heal them. Oh my gosh, these are my A-team. Whoops, stand pack. Don't zoom in, I just want to click. All right, well, one Deathclaw down at least. Let's call some other people in here. Let's get them in here to help this guy. He's going to get owned. He's going to get owned. These are my A-team. Let's go ahead and say hello to the A-team. Let's do it. Yes, oh, well, we're going to get him. Oh, I think we're going to get him here in this next room. Of course, we've got Death to Deathclaws. Oh, can't click on him. Death to Deathclaws here. Mr. Handy helping out. And he's going to kill himself. There's another Deathclaw down. Holy moly. Deathclaws at the start of the thing. I call foul on that. I call foul. I didn't take anybody in and out of the thing yet. I have not clicked on my thing yet. There we go. I've not clicked on my radio room yet. I call foul. But there you go. There you go. And that's another reason why I hate the radio room. It's because of death claws. Darn death claws showing up and eat your face. Those actually are not the scariest things, I think. I think the scariest thing are the rad scorpions myself. So there we go. A little bit of excitement right here at the top of the stream. Top of the stream. Phil says, is this game normally free? It is free. Yeah, it's free on Steam. Free on Steam, free on Bethesda. You can download it directly from Bethesda as well. You can also get it free on mobile, on Android, iOS. You know, say you're taking the train, you got your phone, right? Play a little Fallout Shelter. That's what I do. Actually, I played on my iPad. But basically, that's a great way to just like pass some time, as well as what I usually do is I get a whole bunch of things queued up. And that's the way to play this game. You play a bit live, right? Because, you know, people only have so much time in their day. But you play for about maybe a half hour, maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. You get everything going, everything queued up, and then you're like, hey, boom, put everybody in training, put everybody in various rooms like you just saw. All of my people there just leveled up because they were in training. I also got a bunch of crafting done because I just sat them in there. Also, you can see I've got my radio room done because I just sit them in there. I just sit them in there and let them run, and then when I come back, everything is leveled up. Because usually I don't play for about another 24 hours or so since I played before. So it doesn't matter what I set to go, boom, that's going to be done by the time it comes back, which is pretty awesome. I used to play like twice a day, like in the morning and in the evening, but I just don't have enough time to do that anymore, so I usually play in the evening after I stream. So usually about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I will set up all my peeps in my current vault on my iPad that I've been playing since day one. I'm the original Fallout Shelter streamer, been playing this game since day one, and of course this vault right here came out in the Steam version, or I started in the Steam version. Steam version is pretty great. I love the PC version. It has a bit of a drag issue on it. Also, I feel like all of the events are a bit fast. They're a bit too fast, typically, in here. But it's still playable. Still very, very, very fun to play. I just like it because it's easier to play. It's easier to launch. It's easier to open. It's easier to get into the game. That's why typically I will like buying stuff on Steam, because it's just much easier to micromanage than to do uninstall and reinstall and have a special secondary or third-party installer and all of that. And that's what I really like about Steam, is that it's like a universal installer for games, which is great. Just got up recently, so I got to have a little bit of water. As you can hear, my voice goes very low, very low. This is like my morning time, because I usually stay up till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning playing games, and I also have trouble sleeping anyway. This is kind of like my natural rhythm to be up that late. All right, this guy's done too. All right, cool. Coolio. Let's go ahead and pull him up somewhere here to the top. Well, we got no room up here to the top. All right, we'll deal with him later. Deal with him later. All right, so we got some people who are maxed out. This girl right here is maxed out. She's part of my strength crew. Back she goes. These guys over here, who I was just trying to scroll, not grab, belong here in my defense room. They are my defenders. And then these guys here, back down there. These guys here are what I call my Mega Vault Dwellers. Now, Mega Vault Dwellers have an X in their name. That means that from level 1, which they are right now, they have leveled up to max endurance. That means they're going to have incredibly high hit points throughout the rest of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of them, as many as I can, and throw them out in the wasteland. Because that's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. So we're going to go ahead and start with this person right here, Vondillo, who's ready to go. He is max endurance, still level 1, and he's also got a weapon and whatnot. Bam, to the wasteland you go. Boom, max stem packs. About 5 rataways ought to be good enough for now. And we're just going to burn all of our stem packs. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Right now, sending these peeps out there. Make sure they've got a weapon at least. And we're going to see how they do. Again, they are level 1. Oh, I've already reached max dwellers. All right, I got to pull these guys in. All right, let's see if they've got anything that we need up in here. Up, some endurance outfit there. Now, if I see they have an endurance outfit, then I will go ahead, sweep everything. Whoop. I get rid of the alarm clock, too. Sweep everything I don't think I'm going to need, which is pretty much most of this stuff. I've already got a whole lot of this stuff queued up, but I do need those endurance outfits for my people. I'm going to be sending to the wasteland. And there we go. Oop, now I just want to hit collect. Boom, because it'll sell all those items that I told it I didn't want. So again, I'll look through there, see if there is one. Yeah, there's something that I want, then I will go ahead and click. This is one of the greatest additions to this game, by the way. The ability to sell stuff before you bring it in the vault. which you can just do by clicking, or you can click sell common items. Now, I don't want to click sell common items because it will sell the common item that I actually want to keep, which is that endurance outfit right there, because that's just a common item right now. We'll go ahead and click. So it's better to just click through there than to do that. All right, now let's see how many dead peeps we have. Probably a whole bunch. Let's go ahead and revive them, recall them. Look at that. Alexander probably has a +5. Yes, he does. Look at that. Nice job. Nice job. Taylor Payne here. Revive. Nice. Also, a level 1 person that we just sent out, now level 7. Very nice. Went out there for a good 16 hours. 23 hours to Doris here. Very nice. Revive. Level 30. Doing not bad. Eventually, those people will all be replaced. Anybody who is not the Mega Dweller is going to be replaced with super high hit points peeps. All right, recall. And if I do get totally crazy, I might even replace all of these endurance people with max stats to the wasteland. Let's see if there's a difference. See if there's a difference. If I really get crazy, we'll see. We'll see. There's Josie Klein wearing my outfit. I'm gonna take that away from him. Oh, he must have a pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. What I do is I usually send him out with either an endurance. There's Daniel the Red. Pull him back. Pretty decent amount of luck when I send him out. I try to send him out with a +3 luck outfit. Notice all these people cost about 1,000 to revive because they're my pretty high level peeps, and that's okay because they're bringing back 4,000 caps. So if I burn 1,000 to bring them back, that's fine. Another Deathclaw attack. Hold on, I gotta turn this thing off down here. I gotta turn that on and then turn this off because this is deathclaws.com here. Deathclaws.com today. Let's do it. Now I'm gonna grab one person here and see if I can drag him up here into this room. Oh, there's already a person up there. Well, that's nice. That's nice. They're gonna go ahead and hold that up. Up, heal. Don't want to lose nobody. Don't want to lose nobody. All right, heal them. These guys coming in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull some of my top guys in there to help out. These are newbies here. They're newbies. Shoot them. Didn't get there in time. See how quick the event goes versus my ability to drag people in there? That's why I think these events go a little bit too fast. A little bit too fast. I can't even get in there. Now, you can't repair your robot until it blows up, which it probably will do this round. Watching my peeps. One down. Boom. Heal that guy. 2 rounds of Deathclaws. 0 deaths. Nice. Nice, nice. My robot's definitely going to blow up next time, but it costs about 2,000 to repair. Now, you might notice I have a couple caps up there. Just a couple. Oh, my thing's on top of it. Hey, get off of there. Get off of there. There we go. Yeah, about 64,000 caps. That's right. The way I make my caps, of course, is from my awesome people coming in from the wasteland, like Teresa Crawford here, who's actually a newbie. Newbie just starting off in the vault. Let's go ahead and grab her and have her do something useful, like train some perception right at the top. Right at the top here. Now, again, I brought a couple more people in from the wasteland. I'm going to go ahead and tag them over here. I'm going to go ahead and pull them to my main room here. Now, I'm actually not going to send them out to the wasteland again. The reason why is because I want to use their spots, because right now we've got about 23 people in the wasteland, so we've kind of maxed out in the wasteland. I want to use their spots for all of these people, and eventually I will hold all those other people back in the vault and let them kind of level up or do whatever I want them to do while I send my new peeps out there so they can level up to 50. Now, again, what I'm trying to do is basically start them off level 1, get them to max endurance, and then send them to the wasteland to level all the way to level 50, and then they will be Mega Dwellers. Mega Dwellers. It's pretty awesome. Let me get this person out there. There's maximum. Okay. So we've reached maximum now, so we can't send anybody else out there. And I did see one of my strength people up here. I'm going to put her down there. Bam. Level up. Level up. More stamp packs. Nice. All right. So we got a bunch of people who are maximum, who are maxed, whatever, who are maxed in endurance. And I'm going to go ahead and try to put them somewhere. Now, it's okay if they level now that they are max endurance. I don't care if they level up because they are going to get that max level up each time. So I'm going to go ahead and grab them and put some of them here into my Nuka-Cola Quantum room. Now, my other Nuka-Cola Quantum room up here, which is now screwed up somehow. Get up here. My other Nuka-Cola Quantum room, which one of these guys I think is pulled out of there right there, is basically already has some Mega Dwellers in there. These people right here, again, start at level 1. They're at level 25 now just by sitting in this room. They are max endurance from level 1, and they will level all the way up right now about level 30. From level 1 to level 50 with max endurance, which is why they make great defenders as well. That's why I have that room there. In case they get past here and they double back, they will end up here in this Nuka-Cola room where I have max level endurance peeps. It's going to be awesome. Going to be awesome, but it's going to take time. Now look at this guy. He's getting happier. He's going up automatically. Right there, he's 11. Notice he'll go up to 75% at least. Just because I healed him, I took away his radiation and also healed him, and he's hanging out in here with somebody who has 100% happiness, Jazz Sands right now. And again, I will let them just kind of chill out in the vault. I will take his outfit off though. He's got a mayor outfit, which isn't too bad. Let's go ahead and swap him out with let's see. Luck outfit. Boom. There we go. Make sure everybody's in the luck outfit. If they are with a higher luck, they will basically they will get higher caps in there. Now you'll see me start to work on everybody's luck next as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull. Speaking of luck, I'm gonna go ahead and pull probably this room. I'm gonna pull this room and put my luck room there, so I can start to put all of my explorers who have come back now. Into various luck rooms. You'll see me start to push my living quarters down because I don't really need my living quarters anymore. I'm about level 150. I will very slowly add people using the radio room till I hit 200, but I, of course, still need a lot of caps to move around my rooms and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and go down here. Let's see what we've got. Well, we need actually another room in between here because we want to basically have living quarters, room that people are in, living quarters, room that people are in, and so forth. So we're kind of stacking our living quarters in a way that if it starts to spread from the living quarters, whatever our incident is, it will be able to be seen. There we go. Pika says, Kiz, I have in gold 20,008. Wow, 20,854. Wow, I think I got about 200 gold in that game. Zombie saying, hey, Kismet, how you doing? I am doing awesome. How you doing today, Zombie? Epic saying hello to everybody. Welcome, Epic. Raldic saying, Kismet, when will you stream Fallout 4 again? Tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My stream is 6 days a week. That's right, 6 days a week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday for Fallout 4. Monday, Tuesday for 7 Days to Die. During the week, also during the day, I do bonus streams. So today we're doing Fallout Shelter. Then in a few hours, we will go ahead and do some 7 Days to Die as well as I sneak in there. Do a little bit of extended stream. Again, trying to stream more, trying to bring in more people into the stream. Again, if you would like to help the stream, if you'd like to help me get partnered, here's what you do. You go out and you go ahead and follow that link I'm about to put in the chat. And you go ahead and retweet the stream. Go ahead and retweet the stream. You also earn bonus Kiz caps every single week if you go over there and follow on Twitter, as well as go to youtube.com, KismetBP. All my social media is the same. If you go to youtube.com, hit that subscribe button, you're earning bonus Kiz caps every single week. You're also helping the stream. And if you go out and send that word, invite people that you like, other streamers who might be compatible with this stream, say, hey, you know what, Kismet's a great streamer. Go over there, show them some love. That does get me a little bit closer every time. Now, if you love these bonus streams, awesome. If this is not your game, well, hey, open up a stream, go get a sandwich. That's what I say. If you're waiting for 7 Days to Die, just leave the stream open, get a sandwich. That kind of stuff does help me as well. Trying to keep my view numbers up, obviously, does help me get that partnership eventually. But my goal right now, they keep turning me down, but my goal is just to play what I love to play. I'm sure it's going to be contagious to people. I know when I'm watching somebody who loves what they do, who's not just playing it for views or not just playing it for dollar bills, I know it just becomes very contagious, very contagious. And if I inspire you to play some games, hey, I've done my job. That's what I do. I try to inspire people to play, especially if you're struggling, like in Fallout Shelter here, you're struggling to keep your base kind of managed, or if you're struggling to figure out how to make caps or any of that kind of stuff, or maybe you got a larger vault like I'm at now, and you're having trouble keeping it micromanaged. That's what we're going to talk a bit about today, because it does get very, very busy, very, very busy. Now, of course, again, you see a lot of my people now are maximum. And I'm, of course, putting them here into the room here. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because, again, I will start to expand even further. And I will have basically 2 of these Nuka-Cola rooms who have max stat in that particular room, which is endurance for the Nuka-Cola station. So that's another reason why I build up people in endurance. Now this guy right here is just some random rare guy I got. Same thing with this guy. Another random rare that I got. I'm going to go ahead and put them in endurance because I no longer need them in there. And again, pull some of my main peeps over here. There we go. Hero Dog said, Kismet, I believe you, bro. I believe that you love to play this game, and I'm going to press that follow button. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hero Dog, make sure to show him lots of love in the chat. Thank you for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome. Welcome. Great to have you in the stream. Great to have you. Appreciate it. Defective Me saying hello to Cat, to the chat. To the cat, too, maybe. I don't know. Defective Me says, hi, Kiz in chat. Rigbo saying, what's up, Kismet? Playing some Fallout Shelter. One of my favorite games of all time. Been playing it since day one. It's the reason why I fell in love with streaming, and I will continue to play whatever game I feel like playing because you know what? Life is too short. Don't let nobody's negativity bring you down. Don't let nobody's negativity tell you you can't do what you love. If you love to play games, play some games. Watch out you balance out your real life, though. Got to balance out that real life. Still go to college. Get that degree. Do what you love to do. If you wake up every day, you want to be a writer, a doctor. I don't know what it is. Maybe you want to be a computer programmer. Maybe you want to be whatever. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Don't let nobody discourage you. Don't let nobody set you down and say, that's impossible. It can't be done. Because they're lying because they think it's impossible for them to do it. But for you, you know it's possible. You know it's impossible. Not impossible in your head. You know it's possible. You can get it done. Right? I always wanted to be a graphic designer. There was nothing else I wanted to be since I was 8 years old. That's what I wanted to be, and I went off and I crushed it. I became one of the best graphic designers, I think, or the best graphic designers I could be out there in the world. I worked for some of the top companies in the world. Incredibly amazing. Used to do this stuff called pre-press. Worked on $1 million computers. That's right, million, not my $1 million. Other people's $1 million. Worked on $1 million computers. Pioneered a graphic design of what it is today. Now, of course, using Photoshop and Illustrator and all that stuff. And I'll show you that tomorrow, by the way. Going to have a creative stream for you right about this time tomorrow. Even more cool stuff going to show you. I'm going to download 25 years of graphic design knowledge. Boom, to you guys. To you guys. You guys can take the mantle of the torch of graphic design and illustration and, of course, 3D animation and all that kind of cool stuff and take it with you. Take it with you. Maybe it'll help you on your stream. Maybe you can do kind of cool 3D graphics like I do. Make stuff pop up, all sorts of fun stuff. I try not to do overlays anymore. I try to do pop-up graphics, which I think is a little less intrusive. Like this, boom! So my graphics pop up. I can explain some things. Like right here, I'm trying to get this room filled up. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of people in there now. And every one of these people here, but it's that guy, and the other guys here. All of these people, of course, are max endurance. Look at that. Bam! So that means they're turning around that resource. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, we got a person who is not supposed to be in there. That's originally my agility lady. Let's go ahead and swap her back out of there. Oh, we almost forgot somebody. Woo, glad I double-checked. Glad I double-checked. All right, there we go. Now we've got all the people with endurance. Now, I double-check pretty much everything. So, as you can see here, again, I got my cool 3D arrow. There's my noggin. I even made it transparent. Check this out. Woo, you can see me through it now, because sometimes I forget about it. I leave it up. So, at least you guys can still see the gameplay, even if I leave my red arrow up. So, there you go. There you go. So, again, thanks for hanging out on the stream. Now, if you do have a comment or question, kids, have you ever cried on stream? I did. I did cry. Again, you know, when I'm younger, I was rock solid. I was rock solid. I was not very emotional. I was very down to business, right? I'm a very down to business guy. All right, come on. We got to get this done. We got to get this project going. Let's go. Because I managed lots of projects, very large projects. Some projects that were worth, you know, $250,000 or $500,000. So I managed these very, very large projects. I was the manager. So if it doesn't happen, it's my fault, right? So I would tell everybody to do their projects and all that stuff. Very non-emotional. Very non-emotional. I think the only time I got emotional when I was younger is when I got married to my wife. I saw her for the first time in her wedding dress, and we did a kind of like before we got married thing. Well, we meet like in the garden or whatever, and wow, it got me. Boom. Cried like a baby. Cried like a baby. But, you know, when you get older, you kind of stop putting on airs all the time, right? You try to stop being the alpha male every time and trying to be, you know, what everybody wants you to be all the time. right? The great thing about being my age is that I don't have to be what everybody wants me to be anymore. I like who I am. It's taken me a long time to figure out who I am, and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of people telling me who I should be or what I should do, all that stuff. And you should be tired of it. I don't care what age you are. Don't worry about what other people expect you to be. Be the person that you should be, right? Do good in the world, though. Do good in the world. Go out there and be the person you want to be. Now, my stream is all about positivity. I will throw you that love and try to hopefully inspire you today to go and do what you love to do. I'm doing what I love to do right now. This is like the great combination of two things I love to do, which is both do graphic design and art, which I can do here for the stream, as well as play games, which I've always loved since I was very little. I'm sure a lot of you are the same way. And doesn't matter what age you are, there's something that you've loved to do your whole life. I don't care if it's playing with Star Wars toys or Transformers, maybe some Pokemon, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, if you love to do it, don't let nobody's negativity bring you down. Don't let nobody's negativity. And I get it all the time. Kismet, you're old. Kismet, blah, blah, blah. Just goes right in one ear, out the other. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you haven't found your passion in your life. I'm sorry you haven't found something that you love to do and that you would do 7 days a week like me. 7 days a week, streaming at night, streaming during the day, trying to take care of my IRL stuff at the same time. Take care of the wife, take care of the family, do all that stuff because it's not easy. And people who tell you it's easy are lying to your face because they obviously don't know. They haven't walked that road that you're trying to walk, right? Because I can tell you, I've been on that road. I've been on that road. And it's not easy doing what you love to do. Because it's much easier to go be a dishwasher or work for somebody else, right? Or do like the most easiest thing, right? Just to make ends meet, which sometimes you got to do. Nothing wrong with being a dishwasher. Ain't nothing wrong with having a basic job to survive because you got wife, kids, yourself, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with that, and don't let nobody make you feel bad if you are a dishwasher or if you are somebody who is a janitor, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with that. Those people work very, very hard to support their families. They ain't slackers. Maybe they just don't have the skills. Maybe they just haven't gotten to the point where they've found their passion yet, right? So don't put those people down. I would rather be a janitor of one of the top companies in the world than be the CEO of one of the worst companies in the world. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So there you go. Little inspiration to start your day while we're waiting for some raiders to attack. And I heard the mysterious stranger in here somewhere. I seriously doubt I'm going to find him because he's so well hidden in this larger vault. So again, when anybody throws it my way, I'm the worst person to troll, or I'm the worst person to come in and say blah, 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 because I don't care. I don't care. I already been there, done that. When you have had a career for 25 years like I have, and you've been married and have your IRL squared away as good as I do, well, semi as good as I do. Of course, my health issues I still work on every single day. But when you've crushed those things, both IRL and your work life, and you've done it for as long as I have, then you can come talk some smack. Maybe I'll listen. Probably not. But maybe I will. But other than that, it doesn't bother me at all. See, you have the power. If you don't let people get to you, you have the power. But you give up that power, and they want to take that power from you. The second you let people put you down and let that negativity drag you down or stop you from doing what you love. I mean, if you want to be a lawyer or a doctor, or writer, whatever, you wake up, you know, you're writing out stories all the time, but you don't want to show nobody. You don't want to show nobody those stories, right? I had the same problem when I was a graphic designer at the very beginning. I didn't really want to show anybody my work because they were going to be so negative, but you got to kind of build up a little bit of a thick skin versus that feedback, right? The people who are truly giving you good feedback are people who say in a respectful way, hey, I can see you work really hard on this. I don't know if these colors really work together, bro. Or I don't know if this is really what I want, right? And clients will say that a lot. I don't know what I want, and I want the logo bigger. Those are the two big things that clients usually say, right? But you got to have a bit of a thick skin. Maybe they're right? Now, if they just say, oh, that sucks, well, then they don't know what they're talking about because they didn't tell you why it sucks. If they don't tell you why, if they don't tell you what the reasoning is, then their opinion is null and void. Just forget them. Just forget whoever they are, right? They come in and say, you suck, that sucks, blah, blah, blah. They're not giving you any constructive feedback. Their opinion is useless because it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody in any way. So if it doesn't help, if it's just meant as a disrespectful dig on you or negative comment to try to put you down to make that person feel bad, make that person make you feel bad, to try to make themselves feel better, which is the reason why most people do that. And, I kind of feel bad for people like that, right? I kind of feel bad for people who feel so bad about themselves, they got to tear other people down, right? And just so you know, I used to do that when I was young. Actually, when I was in elementary school. People would come to me and say, Kismet, put that guy down over there, because I was like the Mr. Burn. I could burn everybody. That's what they called it in my day. You burn people, right? You put them down. Say, wow, man, who gave you those pants, right? Did your mama dress you today? That kind of stuff when I was young. But then, eventually, I got some feelings, and I was like, wow, that's kind of not cool. That made that guy feel really bad. I should stop doing that. And then I did. Because that guy felt really bad because I was burning him. I don't know who that guy was. I was just burning him down for no reason. For no reason, just to make myself feel better and make my other friends laugh. But, in the end, you make that guy feel bad, and you actually make yourself feel bad a little bit. But it doesn't show up until later. It doesn't show up until later. It doesn't always show up in the moment. And also, karma, baby. What goes around comes around. So watch out. Watch out for that karma. It'll also get you. It'll also get you. If you guys know what I'm talking about, throw a 1 in the chat. Throw a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about with that karma. Because it will come back and get you. Phil says, would you mind exploring what this game is all about? Not at all, Phils. Not at all. By the way, if you have any questions or comment for me, my name is Kismet right here. You can put Kiz or Kismet in the chat, K-I-S or K-I-S-M-E-T. It'll highlight in red, even attach itself to the top of my chat so I don't miss your comment or question. I love interacting here on the stream. If I did miss it, throw it in there again. I don't mind. Don't consider it spam at all. Just throw my name in there. And if I do miss it, I will get back to it. Sometimes I do get focused or I'm chatting on the stream here. Don't worry. I will get back to your thing. I go into some streams and it just feels like you're completely ignored the whole time. McMillan, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. I do not like to ignore my chat. I will try to respond to everybody, every single person who does say Kismet in the chat. So yes, I have cried on stream. Let me finish up that whole circle I was doing there. I did cry also during Christmas time, where I had worked for a year. I had worked for a year to collect enough stuff to give back to my community. And I had worked for just 7 days a week, all the time, as much as I could. Now, I have issues that make it difficult for me to even get out of the bed. For me to get out of the bed, every morning I wake up, I just want to go back to the bed. But I say, nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Going to get up. Like some issues right now. It's getting hot in here. Like some issues that make it difficult for me to sleep, for me to walk, because I get very, very dizzy, and those kind of things. So I had worked very, very hard. Very, very hard to get to the moment where I had like 5,000 followers. And I did this awesome stream for Christmas, which we called Kismet, right? And I was Kiz Kringle. So I was basically going to give away thousands of dollars to games back to my community. So I said, awesome. December 1st, let's do this. So on December 1st, started it off. On December 5th, my machine died. Death. Now, I spent all my money on doctors, so I have zero cash. I have zero cash. All my retirement, my wife's retirement, everything. But I'm not dead. Not dead. So at least that's good. At least that's good. So I was absolutely heartbroken. I was crying like a baby. Crying like a baby because I had put so much work into it. And I felt like, screw it, I'm not even going to stream, right? I was at that point. I was at that low point where I had worked so hard towards something and it was snatched away from me, right? So I just took a break for a day. When you have that kind of moment, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. Let that moment pass and then recharge yourself, re-energize yourself. And I was crying like a baby, I tell you. I've never cried that much about anything other than when my wife and I got married than I did that day. I really did. And so I said, you know what? I never give up. I never give up. Screw it. I'm going to stream anyway, and I'm still going to give this stuff back to my community. So you know what I did? Is I used my other machine, my Mac, because my PC had died, which I call my monster PC. And I went through and I got it all set up again, and I streamed Fallout Shelter instead. Because normally I stream Fallout 4. So I streamed Fallout Shelter all month long and literally gave away hundreds of games worth thousands of dollars. I was exhausted. I was exhausted. So that was the second time, and I'd say about the third time on December 25th. Now I'm going to cry just right now. On December 25th, we were trying to get enough funds to get another PC because there was no way I was going to be able to pay for it. I don't have any money toward that. I put every dollar back into the stream. So on December 25th, Dark Angel, Ameridave, and a whole bunch of other supporters, including Telus as well, put in for me to get a new machine. That's what I'm playing on right now, the Mega PC, to get that machine redone. And, oh man, I'm gonna cry just from thinking about it. Okay, that's why it's getting hot in here. Trying not to cry. But when you're older, you have less resistance to not crying. I tell you, I'm more emotional now than I've been in my entire life. I could cry at any moment. And you know what? It's okay now. It's okay. When I was young, I tried to be the tough, no emotional guy. But you know what? It's okay. It is okay to be emotional sometimes. It is a natural thing to happen, right? Now, don't let it drive you to anger, though. Don't let it drive you to where you're doing damage to others or to yourself. Don't let it go that far. Don't let it go so far that you've taken it to that whole next level where it shouldn't go, right? Take a break. Step back. Say, yo, bro, out of my face. I've got to go do something else, right? Go do something else. You'll calm down. That's the whole point of timeout, by the way, for your kids. So they calm down. They calm down from whatever issue they're in the middle of. You know, you can have them count to 10, but it doesn't work. You have them sit down in timeout till whatever emotional moment they're having, which is just like a surge of emotions, right? Is just going through, and they can't control it because they're too young. They haven't mastered controlling their emotions yet, right? And you let that go down, and that surge of adrenaline and everything will go down, and then you'll be like, okay, now I can breathe. Now I can control myself a little bit. Best way to solve that problem. Now, Kismet, have you gotten some fights before? Absolutely. Ton of them. Ton of them. That's how I thought you were supposed to solve it as a young man. You're supposed to be tough, and you're supposed to, you know, your friend's in trouble. Man, you pick one person, you beat them down. Of course, the other 4 guys are going to beat you down, but you beat that one person to the point of where they give you some respect, and then they don't bother you no more, right? That's how I grew up. That's how I grew up. You had to beat somebody down to get some respect so they don't mess with you before, because I would go to any lengths to defend myself. I go, you're going to attack me, you're going to threaten me, I will go to any lengths to beat you down. Now, do I suggest that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I suggest get yourself out of that situation. If you got it where your adrenaline is at that level, somebody's talking smack to you or whatever, especially when people are talking to you. I mean, that's the dumbest thing I think that used to trigger me when I was young, is that people would say, you suck, or, you know, your friends are lame or whatever, and that would trigger me. And then I'm thinking, later in life, why did that trigger me so much? What did I care what they thought, right? Who cares what they think? Obviously, they're dumb. They don't know what they're talking about, because if they did know my friends were awesome. They'd always back me up. If I was in a fight, boom, they'd be there. Man, even the small ones who are like real scrappy. Some of you, any of you got scrappy friends? You know what I mean? The scrappy ones who are the underdog. My scrappy friends would jump in too. So, a lot of you, I'm sure, know what I'm talking about, right? You feel like you got to do that when you're older. You're like, that was stupid. That was stupid. Why did I get in so many fights about just whatever smack they were talking? I'd be like, yeah, whatever, bro. See, today I'd be like, whatever. Yeah, that's nice. Thanks for talking smack. I can obviously tell that you have no other brain power. Actually, I had a friend tell me one that was really great. He said, I'd like to have a battle of wits with you, but I hate fighting an unarmed opponent. I thought that was one of the greatest burns of all time when people talk smack to you. So you can feel free to use that. Feel free to use that. Of course, watch out. You might get in a fight. So maybe not use it. Maybe not use it. But I thought that was pretty funny. You know, things that make me laugh like that are pretty funny. Pretty funny when people are talking smack. But don't let them talk smack to you. You know, that is like nothing. That is like nothing in life, right? Now, if they're actually threatening you, then you need to seek help. You need to seek help and say, hey, teacher, parents, you know, police officer, if it goes that far, firemen, also, good go-to people. Say, look, I'm having a problem with these peeps. They are threatening me. I need to get some help, right? Go out and seek that help. There's plenty of help out there. There is plenty of help. Now, if I was smarter when I was young, I would have done that, but I wasn't. I was all emotional. I was all had to be the man. I had to be the strong man back in the morning, right? Back in the day. So there you go. There you go. So there's my answer to that. My very long answer to that, Rigbo. There you go. There you go. Rigbo says, kids, I like the guy in the Nuka and Quantum Room who just drinks soda. Yes. Actually, that's just regular Nuka-Cola right there. That would be kind of cool if they had an upgrade where you could make it quantum, right? Hey, great suggestion. Send that into Bethesda. Say, Bethesda, give us a Nuka-Cola Quantum Room in Fallout Shelter. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. You'd have to be like 200 dwellers or something to have that room. Oh, look at you guys thinking up cool stuff for Fallout Shelter. Boom. Hey, if they had like a vote on that, I'd vote on that one. Because Because right now it only goes to 100 people. The Nuka-Cola bottle is only 100 people. It'd be cool if we had something at 125, 150, 175, like, or 200. You had to be 200 and you get the Nuka-Cola Quantum. And then the Nuka-Cola Quantum, like, I don't know, does something even more cool. I don't know, helps their stats go up or something cool. Something cool like that. All right, so as you can see, I am micromanaging all my people. Now, right now, what I'm doing is just catching up on my resources and then letting my people kind of get settled. Letting them get settled in the room. Stop that. Get back where you were. Now, this is going to be my team, who is my secondary team in the Nuka-Cola room. So I'm going to call them EB for level B. So my B squad. And they've got endurance 3. So that's what the 3 is for. And I'm going to go ahead and put a space. All right, so we're going to call it EB3. And again, if you notice, I use a lot of this kind of stuff because the larger your vault gets, the more difficult it is to know who does what with what, right? And that's why I use this kind of system I came up with to micromanage all my people. Now, this is from years in production. If you are a graphic designer, you have to learn production, and that is the ability to break very large projects into smaller projects, or in this case, this is a very large amount of people that I have to micromanage and sometimes pull them out of their room, train them, and then figure out where they go back to, right? And that's why I use that system. Now, you come up with your own system that works better for you, or you can use my system, either way, or use no system at all. If you can remember what 150 people are doing right now, which is not very easy. Not very easy, especially as I get older, too, but it's even more difficult. But there we go. So now we've got our B team here in the Nuka-Cola room. We've also got these peeps up here. These guys are done right here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually pull my done guys over here. Like so. And pull this guy up here. And then we had a done guy down here. Oh, wait a minute. Who's coupling up? Wait a minute. Up. Who coupled up? Two people just coupled up there. How did they couple up? That one dude just coupled up 3 ladies when I wasn't watching. That's a fertile dude right there. Look at this guy. He's super happy now. Rex, because he's got really high charisma. He just got some loving on for those 3 ladies there. All right, Rex. Well, congratulations, bro. I didn't want you to do that, but all right. Put him over there now. All right. Oh, Rad Scorpion. Definitely not going to get there in time. Now, look at this. Now, if this was set correctly, my people should be able to get from there over to there by the time that goes. But watch as it'll clear before I even get there. Before I even get there and I'm usually able to kill him, he will get out of there. Yeah, he's gone. Where'd he go now? Oh, I've got him down there. Nice. Nice. Because what happens is it takes so long for your people to run in there that by the time your people run in there, and it doesn't matter what scenario, even if I get them right at the very beginning, there's a high chance that's going to move before the people get in there, and I can hold it in that room. Which means that the actual speed of the game is much faster than the mobile version, which it doesn't have that problem. You drag somebody from the room next to it, every single time I've ever done it, they make it in there if I grab them right away and pull them in there. In this version, it does not. So watch out for that. Now I'm going to pull this guy over here. I'm going to pull my max guy over here. Pull this person over here. Pull that person over here. Do a little bit of swapping here. And the reason why I'm swapping them over there is as people come back in from the wasteland, here I will then go ahead and swap them out. Now right now they're of course sitting in this room. And these guys right here actually need some endurance. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some of my explorers out of there. So I can go ahead and put them in strength. Oh, in strength. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and pull these people up here so they have something to do because they're going to go in what I call the launch room. They're going to go out to the wasteland, try to level all the way up. Pull Jazz Sands back down here. There we go. And they're going to go up here, and they're just going to sit in this room making some stem packs and rataways, so they are doing something useful, but just sitting in there. Kids, it's been a while. Hey, Buzzkill, what's up? Been a while. I've been busy with college and stuff recently. Sorry. Oh, no problem, Buzzkill. Take care of that IRL. I don't mind that at all. I would like it if you opened up the stream and left it open while you were working on your homework. That'd be great. But thank you for hanging out in the stream, Buzzkill. Appreciate it. And because you are so awesome and you've decided to come back here into the bonus stream, let's see. Let's go ahead and dial in 500 Kiz Cats for you, buddy. There you go. 500 Kiz Cats for coming back and checking out the stream. Say, Kismet, what you up to, bro? I appreciate all of my longtime followers coming in, checking in on me from time to time, especially if you're taking care of your IRL. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. There we go. LOL, says Defective Me. Exactly. Hero Dog said, oh, heck yeah. Sir Songski says, Kiz, I'd like to see themes for the Nuka plants like they do for Food Rooms, Quantum Cherry, Vim. Exactly, Star Singing. Send that to Bethesda. Go tweet it to him right now. Say, I was watching at Kismet BP, and then put at Fallout. I would love it if you guys added the following rooms. And just tweet it to him. Everybody go tweet it to him right now. And then they hopefully will add that to the game. It'd be awesome. Awesome. Say, suggestion. Here's what I'd like to see. Now, the funny thing is I don't use the rooms that typically have the themes. I don't use my dining rooms anymore. I don't make one dining room, and I make one water room, and that's it. So I don't use the rooms that actually have themes. I don't use them at all. I only use Nuka-Cola rooms later on in the game. Stop that, man. I'm doing that a lot today. I'm doing that a lot today. Stop it. You get back in there. You get back in there. So yeah, that would be amazing. So go ahead and tweet that to them. Oh, I should be using my keyboard. I keep forgetting. So I'm so used to dragging them on the mobile version that I forget I can use my keyboard. W-A-S-D. I can move it around, so I'm not using my mouse hand. So yes, can move that around. All right, so I also want to get all my peeps who are maxed up here to the top. Upper top. We got room? Yes. Okay, good. So now I've got a whole bunch of people who are maxed. Now the reason why I'm moving those people out of there, of course, I've got some dwellers who are just chilling out right now. Who need to get to max endurance. And I will move them up here into my endurance room. I'll move this guy out of here. I've now got 3 pregnant ladies in here who are also trying to get some of their stats going. She's done. She's done there. She's got at least minimum of 2 stats. She's level 1. She's good to go. This girl here still needs some agility and strength. And this girl here is good to go. Now, I've been taking out their last name and I just put an X on there for now. So yeah, this girl right here needs to get to go. Now I'm going to get 3 more dwellers in about 3 hours from now. Which again, I try not to get to 200 too fast. Right about 150, I try to hang out there until I get about 50,000 caps, which I do have. I could go easily to 200, but the problem is you want to move your rooms around. You want to move your rooms around at this stage to try to think, okay, in the long run, where do I want my living quarters, right? Your living quarters is going to get stuck when you hit 200. It's going to get stuck wherever it is. Now, in my case, I want them just to be kind of off to the side here, and I want them to be every other room. So I can put people in this room, and then it will watch out if this starts to spread somewhere here, right? But one of the problems is I've already got an empty room right here, which is my overseer's office. No one hangs in there other than my robot. So I've really got to move this living quarters down. And I could just temporarily move it down here, which I don't really want to do. I would rather permanently put it down there. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do this, and then go ahead and add a elevator down here, and then add it again right here. Now, if you notice, I don't take these rocks out until I absolutely have to, because they do cost a good amount of caps, especially early on. All right, so we're going to put our living quarters way down here at the bottom, like so. And then this one's going to be more of a permanent one, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that a couple times. Going to burn some caps here. And that's going to give me the ability to go ahead and pull this room out of here. Now I'm going to just pull these ladies into endurance for right now. And then there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out of here. Now what do I want to put here in the long term for my vault, right? Because again, I want them to be always standing there in the long term. Well, in this case, I'm actually going to put a training room there, but eventually I will put a Nuka-Cola room there. That's right, I'll have a Nuka-Cola room right here. This middle area, actually, let me get my big arrow here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because again, I go above and beyond for my peeps here on the stream. So this one right here, I'm going to make into a training room, but eventually I'll make that a Nuka-Cola, or this one here. Eventually I will make that into a Nuka-Cola room right there. Now, I've already got a Nuka-Cola room here. This will be a Nuka-Cola room, and then right here actually will be a power room. And that way, my Mr. Handy, who you'll see show up here in just a second as he runs back the opposite direction. If he's coming back. Come on, where you at? There he is. He's taking his time. Taking his time. So there he is right there, running back. And this way he'll collect power, and then Nuka-Cola, and then back and forth all day long. So these training rooms will eventually come out of there, and this room is going to come out of there right now and become a training room because I need to train up some of my people up here as well in perception and in luck. So this actually is going to become an additional luck room. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy that, and I'm going to go ahead and put in a luck room. Now, if you're using these other rooms like this, they are much cheaper than, say, I put an endurance room down right now. It would be pretty expensive. Oh, where'd it go? Lounge, no. Luck room. What the heck happened to it? Right there, game room. Right out of my face. Game room. Do I upgrade them? Absolutely not. They're way too expensive to upgrade. They're not worth the upgrade. I'd rather just let them run overnight and do it. So the reason why I'm going to put a luck room there is because I want my people also to get very, very high luck. And my people up here at the top are getting to a point now where they've got max strength, max endurance, and eventually they're going to have max perception when I keep throwing them in this room. Now, one of my guys here is already 3 max stats. Again, if you just follow my guides, just follow my tips, you can do the same thing I did. And what day is this? How many days into this am I so far? Let's see. And I only play for a couple hours at a time, so this is day 24. Day 24, and I've already got a Vault Dweller who started at the very beginning of the game and is now max in 3 stats. That is pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Now, he's, of course, going to go into Luck Room next and work on his Luck Room stat. Now, these people here will be the last people I replace because they are my defenders. They will stay in that defender room. Now, right here, I did it again by mistake. I swapped my peeps around. There we go. Put him back. Now, Monsterholic, same thing. He's getting up there, trying to get his perception up. Dodge Me getting up there, and also the other one's getting up there too. So I'll put some of my defenders in here, and then some of my defenders in luck as well. Now, while they're defending the vault, which is what they're doing right now, I'll put some other people in luck and some other people in there because I like to have a lot of training rooms. A lot of training rooms. Every other room, I like to have training rooms down the side or down the middle, which you'll see me use a lot of training rooms from this point on until everybody gets to max stat. When they're max stat, guess what? You don't need training rooms anymore. You don't need them. That's right. So all of that room that you're using for training rooms, you can get it all back again and use it for just sustaining your vault. Currently, my best vault that I've been running since day 1, leveling up now, leveling up with that max endurance. Very nice. The people I've been using in my main vault, they are max all stats. So I have basically like this right here. Just a couple rooms that are just for training for legendary dwellers I might get or new people who come into the vault. I might throw them in there, but usually I don't. Usually if they're new, I bring them in. If they're not a legendary dweller, I bring them in and then I kick them straight out. But if they're a legendary dweller, then I'll bring them in. Oh, let's do a quest. Cool. Quest, let's do it. I hope you're doing good in college, Buzzkill. Getting those good grades, bro. Keep seeking out what you want to do in life, bro. Don't let nobody stop you. Rigbo, hey, I'm confused at what time period this is, right after explosion or later on. This is later on. This is 200 years. This is just like Fallout 4. Now, I did get a question. I have not forgotten, Phil. I have not forgotten your question. Mind explaining what this game is all about? Well, this game is basically like Fallout 4, but you're running a vault instead. Now, they've also added the ability to do quests, which is what we're going to do right now. And they've also added the ability to do crafting and all that kind of stuff. So here's a cool little quest. This outfit is atrocious, blah, 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 blah. We've already heard this one before. You're a raider. Who cares? Bam. I have fashion sense. I'll show you. I just go right to the shooting now. Right to the shooting. Shoot him in the face. Shoot them in the face and take their loot. So there we go. So yes. Boom. So yeah, the whole point of this is you're building up a vault. That's the whole point of the thing. So you're trying to, it's after the nuclear apocalypse, you know, it's like 200 years later, like Fallout 4. You're trying to build up a vault so that your people can survive. You don't have any like medical experiments you can do, you know, like Vault Tech does. You don't have any of those you can do, which I wouldn't do anyway. But you just basically trying to build up your vault. So you start off with like 14 people in the vault, and then you go ahead and start building it up. So you build up to 25, then you build up to 35, and then 50, and then 75, and then 100. And then once you're past 100, you've basically unlocked everything you can use. And then you try to level them up, try to get them to max endurance. For me, I'm an achievement kind of person, so I also try to get well, I don't have it in there, but all of my achievements done at the same time as I go along. There we go. Own those guys. Own those guys big time. What do we get? We got ourselves some caps. Oh, some stem packs. I'm doing this for the experience, right? You certainly are. You certainly are. Wow, that's weird. That's weird. That's exactly what that person is doing. Wow, that's weird karma. Weird karma, weird foreshadowing, right? So right now they're level 1. They have max endurance. I just sent them out to Wasteland. They have 25 stem packs again now. And they did pick up a bunch of caps. Send them right back out there again. So that's the whole point of the game. The whole point of the game is to build up your vault. Now, I've been building up my vault since day one, like since 2015, June 13th of 2015, and it's still not, I still haven't done everything in it. It's still, I don't have every legendary, I don't have everything, because I don't pay to win. I don't buy a whole bunch of lunch boxes and pay to win. I play how the mechanics are in the game, right? So I just play along until I get everything, until I'm done with it, then I'll be done. Then I'll be done. But I haven't hit that point yet. And sometimes it lasts for years. If they have a lot of content that takes a while to build up, a lot of achievements to do it, and that's what I want in a game. I want a game that lasts a long time, right? Especially if it's free, because this game is free. You can download it right now for free on Steam. You can get it through Bethesda's downloader as well, if you don't have Steam or don't use Steam, as well as you can download it on iOS and on Android. And everybody like, Kismet, you just gave them advertisement. Do you get any money for that? Nope. Don't get no money. I'm not sponsored by Bethesda or anything like that. But, hey, I love to turn people on to games. And if it sucked, I would tell you it sucked. That's the great thing about being your own kind of independent streamer, right? You can tell the honest truth. Not going to just suck up to other peeps. Not going to just suck up to the corporate peeps. Boom. Just do what you love to do. Because I think that's much more infectious. Much more infectious. Watching someone having fun playing that game, truly playing the game and truly enjoying the game, like I do every time I play Fallout Shelter. Truly you can see that it comes through. I hope it does. I hope it comes through. Does it come through? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Let me know your honest opinion. Do you think I really love playing this game, or you think I'm just playing it for, well, the lower views that I could be playing Fallout 4 right now. I'd have 3 times the views, right? So why do I play it? So I must enjoy playing it, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it, because I don't play games I don't like. Like, you won't see me play League of Legends. I'm just not great at it. It just takes so much time to be great at that game. I just don't have that kind of time. I enjoyed playing it. I did try to play it for one reason only, because Athene said, hey, everybody, go over there and sign up and play to level 7 so I can get my Athene thing in game. So I did. When played it. That's not bad. Not bad of a game. I'd probably play it if I had more time, but I don't. I just don't have the time to be good at it. You know, if I can't be really great at that type of game, I would rather not play it, because it's just not fun. You're just dying all the time. You're just dying all the time, and you're doing the same repetitive stuff over and over again, and you're just not that good at it either. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just me. But, hey, you can play whatever you want. That's just me. Kids, will you play Skyrim again? That's a great question, Defective Me. Yes, next Tuesday. How about that for a great answer? Next Tuesday, I'm going to play some more Skyrim. Coming up this week. Yeah, it's Saturday today. There we go. Raz saying hello and good morning from Agora Hills, California. Thanks for hanging out. See, I even know how to say it right. Agora Hills. There we go. What time did you start streaming in California time? 9 a.m. Right around 9 a.m. I did have a problem with my title, so I was fooling around with that for an extra 15 minutes. It's always something I had to fit. Because you're a genuine, real person. I am. The person you see here on stream is the person that you will meet at TwitchCon. I don't play a character. I don't play somebody else. It took me long enough to be who I am, and that's the person I will be for the rest of my life until I die. I'm going to be the genuine me, right? And I suggest you guys do the same, because otherwise it just adds so much complications to your life. If you're always pretending you're somebody else, or you're always trying to emulate somebody else, you are a great you. You are a great you, and you are the best you. So be who you are. Be who you like to be. Right? And you will feel better about yourself, and that actually will attract other great people who think like you do too. If you like games, it's going to attract other people who like games. I told my wife at the very beginning, I said, I love playing games. Before we got married, before we even got serious about our relationship, this is what I love to do. This is my pastime. Other people love to watch TV, and they'll watch TV 4, 6, 8, 12 hours a day, which I think is a very hypocritical and hilarious thing when people say, oh, well, people are playing these games all day, every day. And they know that's a terrible thing. Then you know what they do? They go off and they watch TV for the next 6 hours. Which, TV is mind-numbing to me. It is very mind-numbing. At least most of it is. Big Bang Theory, great show. Game of Thrones, very different, very awesome, right? Some shows like that I really like. Gold Rush. Like Gold Rush. There's a few shows I like. All the rest of that stuff is trash. It is just the same sitcom redone over and over again. It is just like, I don't know how anybody watches it. I don't know how nobody like all of a sudden it kicks in and says, wow, this is the same old that I've seen 1,000 times on TV, so that they can show you commercials and then throw some TV in between those commercials. That's what they do now. It used to be when I was younger, by the way. You didn't have anywhere close to that many commercials. You had very few commercial breaks, and it would be more about the program you're watching, whether it was the news or whether it was whatever show it was. And then what they did is they added more commercials. And put a 1 in the chat if you hate the fact that the commercials get really loud when it goes to commercials, right? Like when you're watching the show, you're just constantly turning it up. They think we don't notice that or something. They don't think that we notice that we got to constantly turn the show up. So when the commercials come on, they're like 5,000 decibels in your house. Anybody else hate that? Throw a 1 in the chat if you hate that. Let me know. Man, that drives me crazy. That drives me crazy. That is like insulting. Insulting to people's intelligence, right? That they don't know that they're doing that on purpose. They're purposely turning the show down and turning the commercials up so that they like get to the people hear the commercials more. You know what it makes me do? It makes me want to mute. I have a DVR now too, so I just like those commercials. Now, will I watch commercials? Absolutely. I don't mind watching commercials. Great example. If you want to get some bits, I watch those commercials on bits all the time because I like to support Twitch. I think Twitch is an amazing platform. Again, I'm not partnered. I'm affiliate, but they're not really paying me to sponsor them. They're not paying me to promote them. I just do because they're a great product. I have no problem throwing a shout out for free to great products. There's nothing wrong with that, and then you guys get turned on to great products. You don't get suckered in by the bad products. I think that's a great thing to do. It's like doing a solid for your friend, right? Doing a solid for your friend there. So going and watching bits and basically getting some free bits to give to your favorite streamers. You don't have to just give them to me, by the way. I love it when you guys fill up the Dragon Chalice and you drop the big bada boom. Everybody gets some Kizcast for that. But, you know, don't just put it on my stream. Put it out there to the people who are struggling, too. I mean, I'm struggling, but still, still put some bits out to spread them around. Spread them around and inspires people to keep going, especially if they're an affiliate with Twitch. Every one of those little bits, you know, that's a penny. And those pennies add up. That's maybe, you know, they need $5 to get, you know, to be able to pay their electric bill, or maybe $5 to pay that internet bill so they can keep streaming, right? That does make a difference. That does make a difference. I don't mind watching ads for that at all. Do I mind watching ads on YouTube for my favorite YouTubers? Not at all. I watch them all the time. I don't use a no blocker or none of that stuff. I think it's very vitally important, if you want to keep that content going, to let those ads run. To let them run. It's okay. I don't care. They were advertising a Chrysler minivan hybrid the other day, which my wife would love. I'd love to have her have that, but right now not making any money. Maybe in the future I can get that hybrid, right? Or maybe Chrysler will see this and sponsor me and say, hey, Kismet, we're going to send you this car. Oh, that makes me laugh. You know, those kind of pie-in-the-sky ideas that randomly some Chrysler executive would come into my stream and love my stream so much that they would go to Chrysler and then send me a car is just like all the planets aligning, you know? The probability of that happening is so low and so insane that it makes me laugh. And if it actually did happen, I would probably not stop laughing, because I thought that would be weird to throw that out in the universe and then it boomerang back, right? Go boom and come back, right? Wouldn't that be funny? That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Now, the chances of that happening, 0.0000000 on forever, 1%, right? A very huge, low percentage. Now, would I give you an honest opinion of what I thought of the car? Absolutely. If it sucked, I would tell you it sucked. If it was awesome, I would tell you it's probably going to be awesome, because I've owned a bunch of Chryslers in a row. I've owned 4 Chryslers in a row, and this is my current car I've had for 20 years. 20 years. Been having some transmission problems, but I did get the transmission problem solved. But it's been acting a little funny yesterday, so I got to go take it back in again on Monday. But such is the way it goes. But if you have a car that lasts 20 years, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I think. That's pretty good. There we go. You're welcome, Defective Me. Kiz, do you like The Walking Dead? I have never watched The Walking Dead. The funny thing is, I'm not into zombie games. I'm not into scary stuff. That's not my type of show. But, you know, there's no reason that I can not be into it, but you be totally into it. There's no reason that you can't like different things than I like, and I like different things you like. Such is the greatness of people. It is the greatness of balancing the people who do like stuff and don't like stuff, as long as you're respectful of each other, right? It's not my thing, but hey, more power to you if it's your thing, right? That's the kind of friend you want. The kind of friend that says, hey, well, you know, it's not my thing, but hey, if you like it, go for it, right? As opposed to says, that sucks, I hate that show, blah, 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 blah. You know, those are the kind of friends you don't want around because they're just negative all the time. They're just negative all the time. You're like, oh gosh, here he goes. He or she goes. I don't want to discriminate just against dudes. Here she or he goes about how much that particular show sucks. Now, if that's their honest opinion that it sucks, great. But don't just tear it down because somebody else likes it, right? Don't just tear it down someone else likes it. But you can say your honest opinion. If you think it sucks, it sucks. There you go. If you don't like Game of Thrones, you say, Kismet, that Game of Thrones, that's the stupidest show ever. It's your opinion. I personally think it's one of the greatest and highest production shows of all time. It is incredibly good. I came in season, right season 3 into 4. And I'll tell you, that show is the stuff. That show was like made for Kismet, right? Now, there's a lot of profanity in there and nudity and all that stuff. So warning, if you are underage, do not go watch that show until you're of age, right? But I'm an adult. I'm also an artist. I've seen the human body naked so many times, I can tell you. In an artist way, though. Not in a profane way. You know, the human body is a beautiful thing if you don't turn it into a perverted thing, which most people do, which is what's the problem with some people, right? It's not just perverted. You know, there's lots of people in the world of different cultures who are not so puritanical about the human body. It's not an evil thing, is what I'm saying. It is, everybody's got the same thing. Once you've seen one, you've seen it all. Don't be so obsessed with it and be creepy about it. Don't be creepy about it. You know, if I see people without their clothes, it doesn't faze me anymore. It doesn't bother me. I'm so built up against it, right? I have such a, you know, I'm not offended by it, right? Now, if it's used in a very inappropriate way, then I'm offended by it. I'm like, I don't want to see any of that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, don't bother me with that weird stuff you guys are into. But hey, sure thing, go for it. You know, life is short, right? Go for it. But just don't make it weird, right? Don't make it weird. Don't make it profane, that kind of thing. Be respectful of the artist and so forth, who does do that stuff for artistic reasons and not for, I'm a big fan of artists, by the way. A big proponent of the artist way. If they're doing it in a tasteful way, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. So yeah, totally in a tangent there. Totally in a tangent, but there you go. There you go. So yeah, do not watch The Walking Dead. Kids, it's not the same in UK. We get commercial wakes every 5 when we get commercial bags every 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, I find that the funny thing about buying a show, I basically just buy Gold Rush instead of watching it on TV, is that you have no commercials, right? You have 0 commercials and the show is much shorter, right? So you might have a commercial that's an hour long when you're watching it live because of all the commercials. But if you buy it, it's 45 minutes. Some shows are 30 minutes, even though they're an hour long on TV, right? They're 30 minutes long. And you just watch 30 minutes of commercials and 30 minutes of show, which I think is a complete ripoff. Complete ripoff of both your time and effort. Now, again, am I a big fan of watching ads? Absolutely. YouTube, here on Twitch, go for it. Support your favorite streamers. Support Twitch. I believe in supporting great products. Now, Now, another thing I would love to do here on Twitch, if there's any Twitch mods watching right now, or any people who do work on Twitch, I would love the ability to monetize my streams while they're in my video playback. That would be amazing. Then I would probably not send it to YouTube. I would probably just do Twitch. Because the reason why I throw them to YouTube is I make like a penny. I make a penny per video over there. But when you got no pennies, you'll take every penny you got, right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I've been there in those days, and I'm in those days right now where I look around and make sure nothing fell into the couch, and I'm like, okay, how much I got? I got a quarter, 5 pennies, I got a nickel, and I got a dime. Okay, I think I got enough to get gas, right? I think I got enough to get gas to get to the store, right? I've been in those very early in my career. Then I made a fortune. Then I spent that fortune. I saved some of that fortune just in case in my retirement. Then I spent that fortune to try not to die, which I did succeed not dying. So I did win at that. And then I, of course, have no money again. But then again, such is life, right? Such is life. And I don't need as many things as I need when I was young. I don't need the fancy car and the big house and all of that stuff. I've already accomplished that stuff. That's like achievement unlocked, right? Once you've unlocked an achievement, usually you don't go back and unlock those achievements again, right? So that's no big deal. I just want to stream. That's it. That's my big ambitions. Become a partnered streamer and then just stream every day and do what I love to do every day. That's my big ambition for right now. Now, of course, I'd love to extend that network, help other streamers on their way up as well, help them, maybe be exposed to another audience and, go out and send that Kismet love train to them as well. So there we go. By the way, a lot of this game, by the way, is just doing what I'm doing right now, just collecting resources, just waiting for stuff to happen in the vault. Which is basically what I'm doing right now, letting some people level up and whatnot. And then we're going to reorganize some more here, too. And also catching up here on chat. Yeah, that's way too many commercials for me, Pika. That is just too many. Too many. Because everyone meant to say breaks. You meant to say breaks. Yeah, okay, I understand what you mean. Because it becomes a problem when someone forces their ideas on you, whether it's good or bad. This is true. Your parents will force their ideas upon you, right? And when you're young, I suggest just to say, yes, mother, yes, father, yes, dad, yes, mom, whatever. Just say yes. And then take it under consideration. Now, one day in your life, you're going to turn 18, you're going to turn 21. It's all on you, brother or sister. All on you. You got to do it all. You got to, like I tell my kids, I'm not going to be around forever. I was almost not around in the last couple years. That was it. That was going to be game over for me. I was going to end up in a bed and stay. Oh, God, it makes me emotional. Just think about it. I was going to end up in a bed and then have to have care where someone's going to have to watch me all the time because I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. Couldn't drive. Couldn't do any of that. And end up in that bed until I died. That's how my father went. That's how my wife's grandmother went. But they were in their 80s. And I was in my 40s. And that was going to happen to me. And I was like, hell no. Hell no am I going to end up in that bed. No way. No way is that going to happen to me. I'm going to push and spend every last ounce of my effort to stay out of that bed. Because I don't want to end up dying that way. I don't want to end up dying that way. I want to end up like this. I'll be on stream like this. I'll say, woo, we won, and then croak. There we go. That's how I plan to go. That's how I plan to go. We crushed that mega raid boss. We did that ultimate achievement. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, that's how I plan to go. So, hopefully it's not via sleep apnea where I go to sleep and then never wake up again. Because that could happen every single night. You believe me, that really puts your life in perspective. All those little petty things you're always worried about throughout your whole life, all that stuff goes away when you think every single night, this could be it. This could be the last day I stream right now. Could be the last day. I'm not kidding around either. I'm not joking. I'm not putting on airs. I'm not, trying to make you have sympathy for me. I'm just telling you the truth because that's what I do here in the stream. I talk it straight. I think that appeals to people. I think it appeals to people. I like it when people tell it to me straight, right? Not offensive. Not when they're offensive to me, but when they tell it to me straight, they're very honest with me and straightforward. Otherwise, I don't want to be around those people, right? You know those people. You've had them in your life before, I'm sure. Come around, they're dishonest. They tell you one thing, but then they do another. That's how you can always tell a liar or a cheater. Is somebody who says one thing, and they do exactly the opposite, or they do something else. And I tell my kids, that's how you judge people. You don't judge people on where they come from, their background, what they look like, any of that stuff. That stuff is irrelevant. Doesn't matter what religion they are part of or none of any of that stuff. That stuff doesn't really matter in the long run, right? When you're looking for friends, looking for people to be part of your crew, right? The people they'll look for are the people who are decent people, who look out for you, who will back you up, who you can call at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, my car broke down, I'm in a scary area, will you come and help me? Right? Will you come and sit with me till the tow truck gets here? Sure, I'm on the way. Those are the people you want. Those are the people you want in your life. Watch their actions, not what they say. What they say, anybody can say anything at any point because, they can't. They'll say anything, and they will. They'll try to deceive you by saying, I'm not going to steal anything from you. And then before you know it, a bunch of stuff is gone, right? Just like that. Watch out for those people. Watch out for those people. They are dangerous. They are dangerous, and they have zero remorse. Zero remorse. There we go. Because it only becomes a problem when someone forces their ideas. That's exactly. And people can try to force it on you, but you don't have to decide to do it. You have your own choices. Now, in the world, there are places where you don't have the freedoms that you have in some countries. Here in the United States, you have a lot of freedoms that people take for granted. I can walk down the street. I can go from state to state to state. I don't need any papers. I don't need to tell anybody, hey, I need to, I'm going to go from here to here. I can go anywhere I want right now. I can go to California right now. Right now, if I want. I can go to Utah, Montana. I can go to Maine if I want to. Now, if I'm going to cross over into another state, like if I'm going to go to Mexico or somewhere else, I need a passport or something like that to cross into those states. But that's not really that bad. There's a lot of people who have it much worse around the world. Now, I don't get too much into political stuff. Let's not start talking about too much political stuff. But I'm just talking about freedoms that you have in the world. Not everybody has those freedoms. So there we go. That's as deep political as I get, so don't go any further. Don't go any further or I will ban you out of chat. There we go. Good morning, Raz. Good morning to you. I have no filter and I'm honest. There's nothing wrong with having a no filter as long as you... Defective me, thank you so much for cheering for a little bit of that IRL chat here and there. Thank you so much for those bits. Oh, whoa! That's the first bounce out I've seen. You got the record now. Awesome. Awesome. So yes, it's okay to have no filter as long as you're not mean about it. As long as it doesn't come off mean. Like if you say, you know, hey, if you're honest with somebody and you say, you know what, your pants are really ugly, right? That comes off as really mean. You say, well, I'm not into those pants. It's not my thing, but hey, you know, if you like them, go for it. That's being courteous and being honest at the same time. And I'll tell my wife sometimes, but other times I just like, it's not my thing, right? I'll just do that. I won't tell her I dislike it. Ride that line, married peeps. Ride that line. You know, it might not be my thing, but there you go. Of course, I'm not into women's clothes, so that's probably a good thing, right? It's probably a good thing. But she will ask me from time to time. And I'll be honest with her. She knows I am very honest. I'm very honest with a wife. I tell her straight. I try to be respectful, though, when I do tell her straight. And I expect her to be the same to me. If you're with somebody, you should know everything about them, especially if you've been with them for 25 years, and you should know if they're going to be honest with you or not, right? Try to be honest with them. My wife is number one. There's nothing else more important to me than my wife. Not my kids, not money, not things, not the house, not the cars, not nothing. Zero. Zero things more important than my wife. And I never put anything above her in any way, ever. Ever. Not even the stream. Not even the stream, not even gaming, not even anything that I love to do. So put your spouse first, and you believe me, all that other stuff will work its way out. But again, your life decisions, your choices, don't blame me. They're all on you. Good luck. Kids, have you watched America's Got Talent? The same version of Britain's Got Talent tonight is on the live final. I did look at some of the ones. I watched the kid do the robot. That kid doing that robot thing, oh my gosh, that was like transformative. I didn't know you could do that. Tell a story tell a story so well with dance. I've seen people tell a story with dance before. Again, I'm a big fan of the arts. My kids play piano, they play violin, they play the recorder, they play a lot of stuff like that, as well as they draw, and they're very much into artists. They dance. I tell them, even if you can't dance like me, dance anyway. Even though you can't do something well, doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, because if you love to do it, you should do it anyway, because you're never going to get better at it if you don't try it, right? If you don't try it. And if people tell you you suck, you say, yeah, for now, but one day, I'll be the greatest. I'll be the greatest there ever was. Because I'm going to be the greatest streamer there ever was. Because I know what it takes. You got to put in your time, your effort. You got to love what you do every day. So there we go. Kids, how much longer is the stream going for? Oh, for about another 30 minutes here on Fallout Shelter, which we're not getting much done. So I'm doing a lot of IRL chat today. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I just love chatting with the chat. What can I say? But another couple hours here on Fallout Shelter, and then we're going to play some 7 Days to Die. So you guys can watch me get killed a whole bunch. It's going to be awesome. What time do you start stream? I already answered that question, Raz. It's about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon. Now, if you want to know my nighttime streams, my Fallout 4, that is 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 3 hours earlier, which is about 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Now, I was born and raised in Pacific Time, which is probably why I'm up so late, because I believe where you're born anyway does affect your kind of natural sleep cycle. For me, my natural sleep cycle is like, you know, like 12 midnight. Well, 12 midnight in Pacific Time is like 3 hours earlier than mine. So I'm usually up to about 3 o'clock in the morning, but I normally go to sleep about midnight if I was in Pacific Time. So there you go. But I'm not in Pacific Time, I'm in Eastern Time now. So throws me all off, I know. Defective Me says, been with my husband for 18 years. I fully agree. There you go, Defective Me. That's how you have that longevity. You got to be honest with each other. Got to be respectful. If they ask you a tough question, give them the correct answer, but don't be mean about it. Don't be mean. I mean, there's no reason to be mean, especially to your spouse, the person who's backing you up. Your ultimate every person, right? Your ultimate friend, your ultimate companion in life. That's the person who should get the most from you. You should get everything from you, and then you can get the most from them. It's like a two-way street. It totally is. It totally is. Now, if you're in a bad relationship, that person's not treating you right, expect them to treat you right. That's what I do. I like, great example. I watch that show. Who watched, put a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen that show. What is it? Kate and John and Kate plus 8. That show, right? Now, it might just be on the show, right? They might just show it on the show, because sometimes they do that. They just show the bad parts on the show. But that Kate lady, man, she treated that John guy like a dog all the time. She treated him terrible. Horrible. She constantly putting him down, constantly negging him all the time, which is different from nagging. Nagging is like, hey, you didn't do the dishes. Negging him is like, you suck, and you're the terrible, and you're doing this all the time, and you're screwing this up, which is terrible, right? Telling him how bad he is all the time. And then, of course, like putting him down all the time and treating him horribly all the time. I told my wife, I said, that ain't ever going to happen. You talk to me like that, and pow, I will be all over you, right? And she tried it once. She tried it once in Chick-fil-A, right? She was, but you know, she was having a tough time because the kids were just going crazy. They weren't listening or whatever. And she started talking to me like that. I said, don't ever talk to me like that. I don't care where I am, in what location. Don't ever talk to me like I'm a dog. Don't ever talk to me like I need to go run and fetch stuff, right? You say, hey, could you go get these napkins for us? Could you go get these things, right? Now, she was in a tough moment. I tried to be respectful, but I also try to stand up for yourself. Try to stand up for yourself in a respectful way, right? She never did that again, because I did say, you've been watching that show too much, and you think that that's okay to talk to people like that. It's not okay to talk to people with disrespect. Treat them poorly. It is not okay to do that. I don't care if you've been with somebody for 25 years like me and my wife been together. It is not okay to talk to somebody like that. And I do not let anybody talk to me like that. You talk to me like that, I'm done talking to you. Just like that. Somebody talks to you like that, you're done talking to them. Walk away. You're out of there. Because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve to be talked to in that way. Again, some IRL advice for you. So that's when she started watching that show, and that's exactly why she did that. Exactly why I did that, because those shows do have an influence on people. More Raiders. Let's kill them. Yes. Kiz, what does it mean 9 p.m. Pacific time, 8 a.m. Eastern time? Yeah, 7 Pacific time is when I start my streams at night. But yeah, Eastern time in the United States is actually cut up into 3 different zones. Well, not counting Hawaii. And it's cut up into 3 different zones. There's a Pacific time, which is like California. Then there is the Mountain time, which is like in the middle. And there's actually some more time zones in there, but I'm just going to make it easy on you. There's like Mountain time, right, which is in the middle, which are all the mountains are in the United States. And then there's Eastern time, where all the original 13 colonies are from, Florida, and all of that stuff, and where I'm at in Tennessee as well. Now, the funny thing is Tennessee actually has 2 time zones. Oh, I'm going to keep that one. I'm going to keep that one. Tennessee actually has 2 time zones, because we're right where the time zone changes, so it goes right down the middle of the state. Well, almost down the middle. And so the eastern part of Tennessee is in Eastern time, and then the other part of Tennessee is an hour earlier, which is wild. So if you go look for time zones and search for time zones on Google, you can see a map of the whole world of how the time zones work, right? Like your time, like my time right now is 1 p.m., 1:41 p.m., right? So your time zone might be plus 4 hours, plus 6 hours, plus 8 hours from mine. So it might be 9 o'clock at night for you, right? Who knows? Whatever time zone you're in, right? Maybe you're in Japan. Maybe it's 24 hours from now. Maybe you're on tomorrow already, right? You might be on, or in Australia, you might be on tomorrow, right? Depending on your time zone. In Hawaii, which is the opposite direction, right? Which is toward California, toward Pacific time. Hawaii is like 6-7 hours earlier. Right now, they're just getting up in the morning. They're just getting up, which is why I love Hawaii so much. They're just getting up right now, which is my kind of natural time. About 11 o'clock in the afternoon is my natural time, because I think originally my spirit is from Hawaii. At least I think so. Because when I go to Hawaii, I feel like I'm there, right? I'm in the spot I should be in. It's beautiful. Beautiful there, by the way, if you've never been to Hawaii. Strongly suggest at least going once in your life. At least going once. But don't go to the Big Island. Go to the other islands. The Big Island, I already been to big city. I grew up in Los Angeles, Orange County area. I grew up in a big city. I did not need to go to a big city. I've not been to the Big Island at all. I don't need to go see a big giant city. I went to all the other islands, which are much better. My favorite, Kauai. Kauai is my favorite island. Beautiful there, rural, but still built up. I love the Marriott in Kauai. If you've got a chance to fly to Hawaii, go at least and stay at the Marriott in Kauai again. I'm not sponsored by Marriott. I'd love to be. They're my favorite hotel chain, because when I call down and I say, hey, concierge, I need such and such, I need a car, I need to go somewhere, whatever it is, they always answer on the first ring. Now, I've been to the Marriott like hundreds of times. You got to think at least once that concierge would not be on the ball, right? Or the front desk would not be on the ball, or whatever. They might just get so busy, there's no way they'd answer the phone on the first ring, right? Every single time they've answered the phone on the first ring. That is incredible. I've been to other hotels, they don't even answer the phone. They don't even answer. I've been, well, not the Hilton. The Hilton's pretty great about it too, but usually 2 or 3 rings with them. I know, that's how I measure hotels, is how responsive they are to their guests, right? But every single time, I've stayed at the Marriott in San Francisco. I've stayed it in Long Beach. I've stayed at it in San Diego. I've stayed at it in Hawaii, in various different islands in Hawaii. I've stayed at the Courtyard many, many times in many different places all over the world, in Virginia Beach and all sorts of places. I've stayed many Marriotts every time. Every time they've answered the phone very, very quickly, and they've been incredibly helpful. Never have I not been helped or been dissatisfied with their service every single time I've stayed there. Now, maybe you guys have a different experience. That's how life is. People have different experience, but I've never had that problem. Now, I was going to stay at the Marriott when I go to TwitchCon, but it's a bit more expensive to go. Plus, I want to, because I underestimated how much it was going to cost. That's why I have to raise another $350 there. But I also thought, yeah, it'd be kind of fun to stay on the Queen Mary. So I'm going to be staying on the Queen Mary. And then, of course, walking over to TwitchCon from there in Long Beach. Well, hopefully I am. Hopefully I am. If I get that bar all the way up. I don't know. We'll see. I already got my tickets. I've already got my plane tickets, too. So if not, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to be in trouble. Got to be in trouble. Well, we'll see what happens. No, that's life. You take your chances. You see what happens. You see what happens. Yeah, so that's what that means. There are time zones, Pika. So if you go ahead and search for Google, they have a really cool time zone map, which will show where you're at, and then you can find other people where they live, like they live in Tennessee. I'm in East Tennessee, and originally I'm from California, so you can look for like Southern California. The whole California is in the same time zone because it's vertical as opposed to horizontal, which Tennessee is more of a horizontal, left to right kind of state, that kind of thing. Raz says, I lived in North Carolina in 2005. Lived there for 10 years. There we go. So I know it's 3 hours different. There you go, Raz. There you go. I don't know if you know or not. So I just throw it out there, and if you already know, you can go ahead and let me know. It doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. Thank you, Defective Me, for those bits. I watch America's Got Talent. Yeah, I watch those. I like to watch the highlights. I typically don't watch the show. My kids and wife love that show, by the way. I don't know. If I had a real great talent, I'd go on there just to surprise them. But my talent is like leading people and solving problems. I don't know if they have a solving problems talent show. If they did, I would win that sucker hands down. I'm the great problem solver. I am great at problems. So there we go. All right, so we got that squared away. Again, I was just letting the vault run while we're doing a little IRL chat here. Every now and again, I can do some real talk. Just to have some fun. Just to have some fun. So let's go ahead and get some things going here in the vault. Let's go ahead and, again, continue our build-up of our strength outfits. In here somewhere. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and build some more +5 strength outfits over here. We're going to see what weapons we can do here. Oh, rusty laser rifle. Unlock that one as well. The one I want, of course, is the laser pistol. What do we got in here? 1519. I don't think we have enough resources. Nope, not enough resources. Bummer. Bummer. It's going to be way down here at the bottom, which means if it's way down here at the bottom and is grayed out, that means you don't have enough resources. The one I want right here is a plasma rifle. It's 1718, so I need one more microscope, and I don't want to waste my materials. So I'll go ahead and wait till I get that extra microscope before I build that up. So there we go. We'll let that one run. And then down here, or is it right here, we go ahead and make some more outfits here. We're going to go ahead and make another strength one. We upgraded this last time. Again, I'm working very, very hard on getting all of my strength people with +5 outfits. Because they're already 10 strength, and then they'll all have +5 outfits. Because it's going to require me to do that, and I'll need less power rooms if I have them at +5 each. Alright, so she's already got a +5. You can see also just in her name is 5. Right here, Margaret. Let's see if I've got any +5. I think I just made one from last time, or made a couple of them. There we go, and then we'll go ahead and upgrade her. Again, getting very busy in the vault. But as you can see, I could talk for a while there and didn't really have to really concern myself with the vault too much. And that's another kind of point I'd like to make here in this particular stream, is that once you have it very stable, it gets back to very much like it is in the very beginning, where you're just kind of waiting around for stuff to happen, which is very nice, by the way, which is very nice because when you get to this point, oh, actually, you had a +4 already. When you get to this point, it is very difficult to have it very stable because you have so much stuff going on. You're getting attacked a lot. A mysterious stranger wants to come in up and wants me to click on him somewhere. Says he's off to the left, but I don't see him. And again, right there. Look how well hidden he is there. Only because of the sound did I know he was in that direction, so I had an idea to look for him. Otherwise, I would have never saw him there. He's very sneaky now. The bigger your vol gets, the more sneaky he gets. All right. And then these people down here are still working on their endurance, and we're going to start moving them up because they're going to get done here very, very soon as well. Now, these kind of random peeps who are just standing in here, I'm going to pull them out of there for now. And again, as they try to move their way up, like this person's got one more round and they'll be max as well. So let's move them up. And then right here, also one more round. Nice. And as they get closer and closer to maxing out their endurance, I will move them out of this room. Wow. Wow, look at that. A whole bunch of them in here. He's got a ways to go. He's got a ways to go. Right here, another one about to max out. Again, this is from investing our time by putting people in there every single time. We log out of the vault, just put them in training. Before you know it, boom. And I consider this game kind of a long-term game. A long-term game meaning that you don't just play it for an hour and then you're done, right? You play it for about an hour and a half that day, and then you let it run for a whole day or so, unless you got more time to play. If you do play twice a day, it is actually a bit better. But for me, I play about one time a day. And then it's kind of a long-term game. So you kind of set it up, you let it run, you come back, you check on how your people are doing. You got a bunch of your IRL stuff going. Maybe you might play another game like Fallout 4 or some other game that you really like to play. And then just come back and check in on it from time to time. It's not one of those games that you actively play a whole lot for a very long time. At least I don't think so. I'm sure you could if you wanted to. But for me, it's more like queue a whole bunch of stuff up. And then once that gets going, then you can just kind of let it run. Which is what I will do here in the long run. And we'll pull these guys up here. Wish I could stop grabbing people. Just trying to scroll. All right, let's go ahead and check another quest. I can solve problems quickly. Oh, there you go, Raz. That's a great skill. It's actually probably the #1 skill to have in life, is the ability to solve problems. Kez, do you still have your original vault? Yes, Defective Me. I'm playing it I'm still playing it. Still playing it. I have my original vault. It's on my iPad. I play it usually almost every night, unless I have something queued up for like 3 or 4 days, because that vault is really built up very, very much. Now, I might play it again here on the stream. You never know, just so you guys can see where it's at. Or I may take some screenshots and show you where it's at. Just that's a little bit easier, because I did move away from my Mac as my streaming PC, which does make it a lot easier to use your iPad, because you can use QuickTime to run it through the stream. Here on my PC, I'd have to do kind of more of a roundabout route, where it would have to go through my Apple TV and all of that other stuff. But I could make it work. I could make it work. Get him! Shoot him in the face! Grab that loot! So I still have it. I still play it. I've played it nonstop since day one. Since June 13th of 2015. The day that it actually dropped. And I'm the original OG. The OG Fallout streamer. Or Fallout Shelter streamer, anyway. If you can solve a problem quickly with a timer on you. I can't. That's called production. That's called production. 25 years of production. Like the pressure's on, baby. You got a job that needs to be done. Somebody turns it in, of course, late as always. A lot of people, what they do is they say, "Oh, I got this project. I need to get it done super, super fast." I'm like, "Okay, bring it in as soon as you can." And then, of course, they'll wait like a week or two, and they'll say, "Oh, well, it's due like in 3 or 4 days." And I'm like, "You shouldn't bring it in at the last minute, because I'm gonna have to charge you more." Because you want it to be rushed. Now it's a rush job. Before, it was a couple weeks ago, you turned it in, it wasn't rush. But now you turned it in 2 days before it's due, it's going to cost you more, and I'd charge you more. Because now I'd have to stop all the other projects I'm doing to try to rush their stuff out, right? I'm prepared to be paid more if you want a rush job of something. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with charging more, because, of course, it burns up more of my resources and then also puts me behind in other projects. Now, I also know when to turn those projects down, too. I will turn down rush projects if I think it's going to make it worse for all the rest of my clients. So I definitely will do that back in the day. I've done it many times, many times. Not only knowing which projects to take, but which projects to turn down is an amazing skill to have as someone who does production. So, yes, everything I did was based on a timer. based on when this project was due, when it get done, how many parts need to be done along the way, milestones you have to hit along the way as well. And every night I would have stuff that was like, people would be like, it's impossible to get that much stuff done in a night. And I'll be, oh, really? Watch this. Boom, I get that done plus more. And that's why I'd become the manager. Just that reason. People think it's impossible. They say it can't be done. Oh, yeah? Watch this. Got it done. That's the mentality you have to have as a manager. I can get it done. If it's got to be done, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do whatever it needs, whatever it takes. Doesn't look like it. No, do gooder. I resemble that remark. All right, you can also click through this as well, speed this up a little bit. Now, she got plenty of stem packs. Brenda right now, rocking it. Plenty of stem packs to own these peeps. Now, I love the questing. The questing is a lot of fun. You get tons of resources from questing, by the way. I really like the questing. So I'll do that quite often. Of course, we're getting very close to finishing here. Here we go. Really want to talk to me at TwitchCon? Well, I'll be there. America's Got Talent. Yeah, again, I only watched the guy with the kid doing the robot, man. That was phenomenal. If you guys haven't seen that, he was actually telling a story through dance. And it was very emotional story, too. It was very great, mixed with the music and then how he was doing it. And, oh, just very, very good. Very, very good. I love that. I love, I watched, some of you who are familiar with those shows, who watch a lot of those kind of shows, Jonathan Antone. One of the greatest voices I think are on the planet now, other than Pavarotti back in the day, which I really like. And I like a whole wide range of music. I don't limit myself on music. If I want to listen to rap music, listen to some Beastie Boys or Run DMC or whatever, I will listen to rap music. Yes, I can listen to rap music. I'm from that era. That's when it came out. It's okay. I can listen to it. Music is universal. Doesn't matter where you come from or what your background is. It is okay to listen to different types of music. Don't get too crazy, though. Don't get too crazy into it. But I like all types of music, from classical to opera to some theater songs. I really like those as well. I'm not totally into theater, but you know, if it's your thing, go for it. Go for it. And that kind of stuff. I like a wide range of music. Do I like country music? Yeah, some country music. Do I like heavy metal music? Yes, I like some heavy metal music. Do I like reggae music? Absolutely. Why limit yourself? I don't know why people limit themselves. Maybe it's because of peer pressure. Maybe you can only limit yourself to just this much, right? This little box that everybody wants to put you in. There you are. You're in this little box. You can't like anything else. You know what? Boom! I crushed that box. I don't limit myself nothing. I got the whole wide world to enjoy, right? Enjoy everything. Enjoy what you like. Now, if you don't really like it, well, hey, more power to you. It's your choices. That's the great thing about life. You can choose what to like and what not to like. And whether other people like it or not, that's up to you. It's your life choices, right? They are your life choices. Got a pet. Awesome. Awesome. There we go. What about the little girl at the end of the show? The little girl, I don't know. I did not watch this. Again, I do not watch the show, like watch the show. I watch like highlights on YouTube. So if I see it pop up in my like suggestions or in my homepage on YouTube, then I will watch it. That's how I saw that kid. It was just a highlight of the show. I think there's way too many commercials in that show. I think the people talk a little bit too much, the presenter. I like the other guy as well. I don't like that girl. I forget what her name is. I don't know what her name is. But she says, "Hi, this is Tai Tai." I don't know what that is that affects me as an older person, but that makes me want to quit watching YouTube. I'm sorry if you guys like it, if it's your thing, if that's, you know, she's just trying to be cute and all that stuff. But it triggers me. It's hashtag triggered Kismet, right? Now, some people that would be fine, and some people get triggered by that. Once would be enough, but she says it at the end of every single one of those things, and I was like, okay, you're triggering me here. So now, whenever I'm watching one of those highlights, I have to stop it before it gets to that point. I like the other guy. He was much better, I thought. Now, do I have anything against that lady, against that woman and her, like, whole career or whatever? Absolutely not. More power to you. If that's your thing, go for it. Now, I don't have to like everything else everybody else likes, and everybody else doesn't have to like what I like. That's the thing about life. You can like different things and still be okay with each other. That's right. You can like different things and still be respectful of other people's opinions, especially when they're not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to, you know, put that person down. I'm just saying it triggers me. I don't like it. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay if I don't like it. Maybe other people like it, right? Respectful. Be respectful of other people's, whatever other people do, right? And I try to be respectful of other people and their thing. And hey, if that's her thing, more power to her. I don't like it. I don't like it. It triggers me. I don't know. It triggers me. There we go. There we go. Defective Me says, my original build up. I've been playing since it came out. I really love this game. Yes, Defective Me. It is a very highly addictive and wonderful game. Must live outside the box. Yeah, don't let nobody put you into the box. Nobody knows you more than you, right? You know what you like. You know what you want to do. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you haven't discovered it yet. Maybe you're still on that path. Doesn't matter your age, by the way. It doesn't matter whether you're in your 70s or still in your, teens or whatever it is. There's still people who haven't figured it out yet. Haven't figured out what they like and what they don't like. They're still exploring those things. And life is about that journey of exploring and discovering what you like and what you don't like. Maybe certain types of food you don't like. Maybe certain types of food you can't eat anymore that you do like bacon for me. Can't eat bacon anymore. That sucks, right? After I have my gallbladder taken out, bacon gives me the whammy. So I can't eat bacon that much because it really upsets my stomach. So, but sometimes I still love bacon, so I have a little bit of it, right? I have a little bit of it from time to time. But not too much. Not too much. Not as much as I did when I was a kid, man. My parents, we go camping, it was like nothing but bacon, bro. It was like bacon.com. Now, some of you may not even like bacon. Some of you may not eat meat. Some of you might be vegans or, vegetarians. Hey, more power to you. Whatever works for you, go for it. But, hey, I'm going to like what I like. You like what you like, all right? Just be respectful is all I'm saying. Of course, they're your life decisions. Go for it. Go for it. I will check it out later, Raz. I don't watch stuff on the stream, but I will check it out later. I did see it, Raz. I see it in the chat, by the way. If you do whisper me, I will see it in the chat with the rest of my chat. So I did see it. It also highlights, too. It also highlights my whispers, so I can see them differently from the rest of the chat. Yeah, I will check it out, bro. I will check it out. I'm sure my kids and wife have already heard it, or heard about it. Boom. But again, I love that kind of moment where you just look at somebody, and that's what happens in that show. That kind of magic moment, especially, again, with Jonathan Antone. If you have not discovered him, his voice is like, I'd give anything to have that voice. That is like beautiful, beautiful. Well, maybe not anything, but a lot of things. I give a lot of things to have that voice. That is a Pavarotti level voice, right? And as he builds up his voice over time, it's only going to get better and better and be more incredible to be like one of the best voices in history, I think. Incredibly great voice. If he doesn't go off the rails, right? If he doesn't go off the rails and keeps himself well in his career, right? Doesn't get distracted by drugs or alcohol or women or whatever, gets artists off track, he will be incredible. He will be absolutely incredible. And everything he puts out, I buy. Everything he puts up on his YouTube, boom, I watch right away. Hit that like button on it. Because I think you got to support really great artists like that. Even if they've been very successful, like him, have come out of that obscurity into success. It's the whole lifelong journey, especially when you're into something like opera and stuff like that. You gotta keep supporting people like that. All right, awesome. All right, so what we've done today is pretty much talk a bunch, and also we've been collecting resources. And there's a whole lot going on in the vault here. So as you can see, I'm just kind of micromanaging it while I'm talking. And again, we're moving our people up who have pretty much have got close to getting max endurance. Let's move these guys over here as well. Hear that mysterious stranger? I'm just going to go ahead and ignore him for right now. Let's go ahead and see if we got anybody else who needs, I think it was this girl, who needed some strength. Let's grab her out of there and put her into strength. And then these ladies are good. And then this person over here is good. She's ready to go long-term in endurance. And let's see. Yeah. Now, when they get to a certain point, and they're level 1. They have all their stats up to 2 at least, except for charisma. I don't care about charisma. But when they get to level 2, then I will try to give them one of these outfits. And that's why I'm saving these particular endurance outfits. So I'll know who is ready to just be like full. Oh, I already got one of those ones. Nice. I know who needs to be level. I'll give her an 817 just because I don't have any other weapons. Boom. There she goes. She's ready to level up. These people here are a bit further along, so let's go ahead and move them up. And I'll try to fill these rooms up, right? Try to fill them up as they're getting closer. Now, these people here are way just getting started. So we'll put them way down here. Kind of out of the way. Kind of out of the way. Same thing. Oops, same thing here. See how I grab them there, but it tries to put them in the room below them. I think that's also what the part of the drag problem they have right now in this particular version. When I click on them, it automatically thinks I want to put them in the room below, but I don't. I really don't. I really don't want to put them down there. Put that guy back down there. And as I get them going here, you'll see me kind of stack them in these top rooms, because eventually I will send them out to the wasteland, or I'll put them in a production room once they hit max endurance. So there we go. We got 6 people in there. We've got 2 people over here. So we'll go ahead and grab another person here who belongs up here. Swap somebody out of there by mistake somewhere. Somewhere. Oh. Them in here, and then pull somebody from over there to over here. Oh, that guy's almost done. There we go. Swap them around. So the people who are almost done, who are going to take one more cycle, I put in that main room. Now, since we started a little bit late, I'm going to go a little bit longer past 2 here to get my full time in for Fallout Shelter, and we'll keep on rocking. Keep on rocking. How to enjoy daily exercise. Watch Kismet stream while on the treadmill. Thank you, Raldix. Hey, Raldix, if you want to be turned on to another great streamer, I will tell you about the Barefoot Treadmill Streamer. That's right. If you go ahead and search him out, he does actually walk on the treadmill while he's streaming. I went in there and hit follow on him for sure. I have to throw him a shout out. I wonder if he's on right now. Let's see if he's on right now. He's the Barefoot Treadmill Gamer. Something like that. Hold on. Let me find him. See if he's on right now. I see him on occasionally. He plays a lot of various kind of team games, very much like League of Legends. I don't think he's on right now. Wish I gave you a list of all of the people you follow. That would be great. Gave you a list of all the people you follow at one time. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Oh. Coming in those raiders again. Get ourselves some more free loot. And while we're waiting, let's work on some outfits. Because if I move them, it's not going to do me any good. Alright, we got Margaret here, but we have some people down here at the bottom. I'm going to move them up to here. And this girl right here is done as well, so we'll give her some wasteland gear. This guy right here, done all the way across and is level 1. So you can work on your outfits while you're waiting. Those raiders will be taken care of up there. I'm going to show you a bit about the fact what you can do, why you're getting raided, or why you're in the middle of an event. I don't need to worry about those guys. Those guys are eventually going to die up here. My A-team's going to get them. But I would work on your outfits and weapons while you're waiting. Right? That's what I often do. And she's also done, so we'll go ahead and get her to max as well. Boom. Now, I put an X in there again for when they're level 1. And I'm going to put their endurance up to maximum. And again, I'll continue to save these wasteland gears. Charles Sutton. And I'm just putting their first name and then an X just to make it easier for me to tell. And then I'm out of endurance outfits. All right. All right. Let's see if he's got a weapon. He's at least got a weapon. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys up here, which I think are a bit further along. Maybe, maybe not. In their endurance training. Pull them up there. Now, I've got them 6 here, 4 in this one, I believe. Do I got 4? No, I got. Actually, I only got 3 there. There we go. Pull that 4th one up there, and I'll pull one of these guys up here. Then go ahead and pull these guys down here into their endurance training. This girl right here is like just starting, so we'll put her down here. These guys are just starting there. What are we doing here? Oh, this guy's kind of built up. These guys are a little built up, so let's put them up here. In strength for right now. There we go. And let's see. These guys... This one's got a ways to go, but still further along than about. This guy's got a while. That guy's got a while. We'll put him down there. This guy's fairly built up. Again, I like to switch them around so they are in a place where... Actually, I'll just move these guys back. They're kind of further up in the vault. Again, so as they kind of level up more and more, and I'm bringing new people in, the new people I put at the bottom of the vault because they typically get attacked less down there. And then the people who are more built up, I'll put them up toward the top because they are attacked more often up there. If they happen to get through the vault door, which rarely do they get further than my defense room. Only death claws and rad scorpions do. Or random encounters like mole rats and stuff like that. Alright, so we move those guys up. Now again, you'll see that I'm constantly kind of rearranging our people because we have lots to do in the vault. We're always moving people from place to place and moving them from training or whatever it is they need to do. This girl right here, she's also ready to go into some long-term training. Now I put the X on her name and just throw her here down with those guys. That should be fine. We also got some more guys down here who are in a long term. And they look like they're fairly getting leveled up. And as you can see, I got tons of people. Pretty much the bulk of my vault right now are people who are training. All right, let's move those people up there. And then these people, we'll move way down here to the bottom because we're not going to deal with those people for a long time other than to have them have their children be born. But other than that, they're just starting. So they're about 9 days away from being max endurance. So it's going to take them quite a long time. So there's real no reason to have them way up here. This guy actually, I'm going to take his out a bit off. He's got a ways to go. He's got a ways to go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them down here because they're going to take a really long time. Now, some of these people right here might be very built up as well. But since they're so nicely in there and they are pretty far down to be dragging way up to the top, we're just going to go ahead and leave them there. They still got a bunch of cycles to go. Still got about at least 5 going there. Now, I've also have some other new people that I brought in. 38 new people into the vault all at once. And they're standing around in some of these rooms here. Now, these guys are already built up. He's level 1, which is pretty great. And he is actually ready to join my crew to level all the way to max endurance. So we'll go ahead and find a spot for him way down here. Actually, let's go ahead and pull these guys down here as well. And we'll pull the people with outfits up. Just for the sake of making that easier to see what's going on. And I should have some other people just standing around. Right here. Here they are in the intelligence room. Do they have at least 2 of every stat? They do. Do they need to go into endurance? Do they have a weapon? Let's go ahead and give them whatever weapons I have now. Again, some of those weapons are for my explorers, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and dish out some weapons. I can always take them right back off of these guys later. But at least they'll have some weapons to defend themselves. All right. Now, Judith here is ready to go into long-term endurance. I've got a spot for, let's see, 2 down there and 3 for up there. Maybe I'll go ahead and put her in the one below that. Change my mind. Put her down there. Then this girl here, how's she looking? She's ready to go. She got at least 2 of everything except for charisma, which is okay. I don't worry about charisma early in the game. Later on, this guy needs luck. Throw him in luck. What's this girl need? She needs nothing. She's ready. Whoop. Hate it when it does that. Hate it when it does that. Pulls me away from what I'm doing. Boom. There we go. She's ready to go. Put an X on her and put her down here in this room. So again, we just had a bunch of people max out. We pulled them out of the endurance room now so that we can use that endurance room for the other people who are on their way up, like these guys here. We'll go ahead and put them in there. Now, this is a very long-term way of playing, where I'm going to actually let them stay in there for like 9 days because my production is so well balanced that I can literally have like 3/4 of my vault either out in the wasteland or in training most of the time. Most of the time. Because that's the advantage of building up your people early on, as opposed to rushing through, getting tons of people and making tons of rooms. Much harder doing it that way. I find slower is faster. Slower is faster in the game. Very much so. Very much so. I found him, added him to my list of follows. We'll check him out. Yeah, Rowdy, check him out. He's a funny guy. He's a little goofy, but I don't care. I like Goofy. I like Goofy. And he's kind of funny as well. Sometimes he has dry humor. Very dry humor, but very funny. If I see him on, I will typically open up a tab and see what he's up to. And I watch streamers by tabs, by the way. I usually have some of my favorite streamers up in various different tabs. And when someone goes AFK or they're doing something that I'm not totally into, I will switch tabs and I will go to another one and see what they're doing. Because I like to hop around. I'm very much a lurker in people's channels, just to see what people are up to. I would much prefer to watch like oh, I just pulled him out of there. I would much prefer to watch Twitch than TV or anything like that. Usually stuff on TV I record and watch later. This way I can just fast forward through the commercials. Fast forward through the commercials or fast forward to the parts that I really want to watch. Alright, they take a long time to die in that room though, because they walk all the way to the back, then they get shot, then they gotta walk all the way to the front. It's usually better to catch them in the vault door. But I've got my defense set up now. I'm going to leave it. All right. So, again, we're watching for people what they're doing. Now, these guys right here in these outfits are kind of my long-term peeps who used to be in my agility and other rooms. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Now, speaking of that, I actually have one of my people who is Kia. Let me go find her. I think I turned her into endurance temporarily while I was waiting for those people to level up. Be nice if you had a search function in here. It'd be great. Right here. Here she is. Here she is. All right. Now, she's no longer E3, but I'm going to go ahead and just let her build up her luck. Now, normally, these would be the people I would convert and then send to the wasteland as my explorers, but this time I'm doing a different experiment here in the vault where I let them be endurance first, max endurance first, and then all of those people will become my explorers, as well as eventually replace every single vault dweller with max level people. And then if we get that done, then I will go through and try to get other people to max all stats, and then let them level up and then replace everybody with those people, which would be cool. See what happens. Oh my gosh, she finally died. Look at how long it took her to die. All right, sell that stuff. I don't need it. I'll sell it. If I do, I need it. I will keep it. All right, what else do we make here? Again, I'm going to go a little extra long here. And now, of course, it's getting frosty in here. Turn that thing off. Oh, I've got another wasteland gear. Let me go ahead and give it to somebody who's up a bit higher. Say this girl right here. Just randomly dish that out. What else we got? What else we got in outfits? Business suit. Anything else to dish out? Any more +5s? No. I like to get rid of the +5s in these kind of mayor outfits. I don't keep those. I scrap those for their things like the teddy bear there, so I can make other outfits. And I typically get rid of those ones that I don't want, or put the +5s on my people right away, because they give you a boost to your production. The only exception to that would be like a +5 charisma outfit, which I keep those just for coupling my people up. By the way, when I hit maximum level, I will sell all those charisma outfits. I will get rid of them all. Don't need them because I'm max vault. Also, if you know, you can give it to this dude in here, Eugene Taylor, who's just kind of a random rare guy that I got from a lunchbox. So I can also do the same thing with him here. I can give him just a real nice charisma outfit, like that, +5 outfit, in which I've got the button turned off. There's a button down below. You can't see it. It's behind my thing here. But there's a button there to turn on the radio, which attracts death claws, and then turn it off. I usually turn it off when I'm actively playing, and just let them keep the happiness up. Notice I've got 90% happiness up there. Keep the happiness up in the vault. And then when I'm not playing, then I will turn that on, so the next time I come in, I will get a new dweller, which is cool. Which is cool. So you have a chance of getting a new dweller every so often. In here when you have it turned on. Let me turn it on so you can see that. So you have a chance of a new dweller. I don't want to click the one below it. There we go. You have a chance of a new dweller every 2 hours and 37 minutes. Now, are you going to get a new dweller every single time? Nah. Not every single time. So I got to turn that off for now. And that's why it doesn't show a time there when I have it turned off. Alright, so we got all that done. We got 7 Nuka-Cola Quantums. Huh. I think we're done for now. We just did kind of mellow day today in the vault. Again, we're waiting for a lot of our people to level up, and we're waiting for a lot of our people to return from the wasteland, so I can go ahead and send these people who are max endurance out to the wasteland as well. And of course, we're going to have even more people level up next time. And right now, of course, we want to go ahead and pull some of our people from up here so we can put our perception people in there. He's got max perception, so he actually needs to go into luck, which is funny because I'm going to put him in there and someone's going to be pulled out of there. Now, is this one of my long-term guys? No, that's just one of my elite guys that I will use in there temporarily. Now, dog meat here, she needs some perception. Let's throw her in there. Again, let's double check none of these people are my see, that person is an X-Factor person, but that's okay. Now that they're max endurance, they can start to level up. I don't care where they level up as long as they do level up. Go ahead and heal there. Let's see. She also needs perception. So there we go. These are my primary defenders, by the way, who will end up in here. Like so. And this guy right here needs perception. Pull him in there. He's going to pull the other person out. And Monsterholic also needs some perception. Boom. There we go. Oh, I should pull that guy out, and that should be one of my other peeps. Yeah, I accidentally pulled him back out again. Sometimes you pull him in there, it doesn't pull the way you want him to, so you have to kind of go through and work on him a bit. Now this guy again right here needs some perception. I think these guys are all need perception as well. So this guy's one of my defenders and needs some perception. He's already got his endurance and strength to maximum. So I'm actually going to pull him all the way down here to the bottom to this other perception room and pull some people out of there. Just like that. Now, again, my goal is to get everybody in at least crafting Everybody in at least a room that's going to do something by next time. Now, I have nowhere close to enough training to put everybody into training, which is what I would normally do. Eventually, you'll see me kind of replace this whole middle area here with training and some of the stuff on the side here with training. Move all my stim packs and rataways to the bottom, along with living quarters and that kind of stuff as well. But right now, just pretty mellow in today's playthrough. Now, again, we want to go ahead and get our people who need intelligence training. Usually, I'd use my rataway people, which I think most of them. Oh, he needs some intelligence. My rataway people here need to get to max intelligence, which is what I'm working on for them. Got a lot of them there. All right, good. A lot of them are good to go. So 3 of those are good there. And randomly, I'll pick 3 of these guys because this is like my third string crew for intelligence right there. So I'll throw them in there as well because I want their intelligence to get up there because the higher their stat, the faster you get the resource, the faster they produce that resource. Very, very important to master that skill. Of course, now we're going to get those stim packs. Somebody in there. Somebody's in every single room. There. Somebody down here. Somebody in there. These guys still training up. They're going to have tons of agility by the time they're done. If I had more room in endurance, I would put those people in endurance, but I don't have the room. I got one right there. Put that person in there. Like so. Oh, not in the right room. Up here. That room. There we go. We'll pull somebody up from down here. And that's going to allow me to get somebody from over here and put them in here, which is where I would rather them be because they have gotten... Oh, she has not gotten her perception and intelligence up. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We'll go ahead and put her in luck up there to deal with her next time. Deal with her next time. What about this guy? He needs luck as well. Oh, we should have been working on some of these peeps down here. That girl, she's dead. So we should have been working on some of those peeps. We'll get those peeps next time. But I do have a spot in endurance, so I'm going to go ahead and put that person over there in endurance. I would rather them be in endurance. I would rather them do anything other than just standing in a production room when I'm not doing it. I'm going to go ahead and grab this person so I have that filled all the way up with at least somebody training up in there. I like to have all of my training rooms filled every single time. Every single time, every time I go into it. All right, and we're going to go ahead and grab these peeps here. They all have max strength. Let's see. I'll be right with you. Be right with you on that question. Yes, they all have max strength. Awesome. Awesome. So let's go ahead and pull my strength peeps down here who are also getting close to max. Wow, look at that. Nearly 3 rooms with max strength. This guy's got 1 more round. This guy also needs a bit. Let's go ahead and pull her up there. And we got room here in luck. So let's go ahead and find some people who could use some luck. Maybe here are some of these guys. Let's throw them in luck. They're my long-term people who are going to be there doing the stim packs and or doing the food and water. Look at these guys leveling up. Level 5 now. Nice. Nice job, guys. Nice job. All right, let's do one more of this, and then we'll call it there, and we'll do some 7 days to die. 7 days to die coming up. We're going to do an extended long stream today. That's Mr. and on to you. Hey, what's up, buddy? Thanks for hanging out on the stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate that love. All right. All right. Again, I appreciate everybody hanging out here in the stream. I love playing some Fallout Shelter. I really do. It's super fun. Super fun. I also love chatting with you guys as well. I think they need a fire their maid. I agree, too. Oh, look at that. Just loot right off the bat. Didn't you have to even fight nothing. Just straight loot. Some of these ones you just get a ton of loot. Ton of loot in. And again, as I build up my vault even higher, I will send some of those endurance people as my questers as well. You're about to check out permanently. Now, is this the last room? No, I got another room. Get that guy. Get that guy. Later. Oh, we're doing a lot of damage to him. Look how much damage he took in 1 round. 3/4 of his health. 3/4 of his health. I usually watch TV while running on the treadmill. Need to get my mind away from what I'm actually doing. That's a great idea, Raldix. What I do is I put my iPad on my runner before my wife put all her stuff on it. I don't know what it is about my runner. It attracts my wife to hang her stuff on it and stack her stuff on my runner. And then eventually I had to move it out of my office, which I used to have it up here. I moved it in the garage. And then I'd run in the garage, I'd put my iPad up there, and I'd be watching YouTube videos while I'm running. Great thing to do. What you can do is do a watch later, right? So you watch later on your YouTube videos, and then put your iPad on your runner. Make sure you got something to hold it so it doesn't slide off of there. Like I have a little stand on my runner. And I put it on there, and then I would just do the watch later, and I'd watch all the watch later ones in a row. So if I was running for a half hour, an hour, I would do that. But then, of course, my wife stacked all her stuff on it in the garage again, so I haven't run on that runner. So I usually go to the gym, which is funny. I own a very expensive runner. I bought it many, many years ago, a Nordic Track one, and cannot use it. Just sitting in the garage. Sitting in the garage. I know. Not good. Not good. But I'll get it going. I am cleaning out my garage this year. Very slowly, though, because it is just such a daunting thing. It's literally like if you spent just nonstop doing that, it would be like 90 hours of work. Oh, and a lunchbox. Well, that was worth it. That was worth it. All right, back to the wasteland. You never know what you can get. You got a lunchbox there. Nice. Back to the wasteland, buddy. Awesome job. Awesome mob. How to watch daily exercise. Watch Kismet on the treadmill. Yes, there you go. That's a great use of the stream. Learn some things. Get your body all squared away. Feel a little bit healthier. Feel like you did something correct today. Because you always feel terrible when you don't go and you don't run or you don't take care of yourself. But when you do, you really get that adrenaline rush. It really kind of spurs on the rest of your day. I like to go very early in the day, or at least early in my day, around 11 or 12 o'clock, to the gym and then run for a bit, or I'll do upper body or lower body exercises, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go today. I feel good about myself. I went to the gym today, right? And you also have the opposite effect where you're like, totally skipped out on the gym today. I'm feeling very lethargic. I feel like I want to go back to bed. Yeah, you get those days too. I've had plenty of those days. I have enough of those days. I want the days where I feel inspired. Inspired every day, like today. All right. Got all that stuff squared away. Looking good, looking good. Dee. All right, I got everybody in various rooms. I think that's good. Especially my primary people. I like to have them in their room, especially my people who are doing endurance. And every single training room has people in it. We need one more person there. Randomly going to pick that guy. Again, I would rather anybody be in there than nobody. All right. And that's good. Now, the other people I will start focusing on for leveling up are these endurance people, right? So these endurance people here, I will actually start to work on their thing based on what they're doing. Now, A-Dog here, what's he doing in there? Look at that. He's got low endurance. Hey. What you doing in there, brother? You need to get your endurance up. Huh. Pull somebody from over here temporarily. He is actually not my... he should not be in my production room. For some reason, his endurance is not maximum. Taking that off of there so I know for later. Now, there was a bunch of people in here who should be maxed out. Maybe I accidentally switched him at some point with one of my people who should be in there. So the way I can tell is I can go in and go in through the endurance rooms here. Go through the E room, right? Right now, Brittany here is in the game room, and she's maximum. And then also Kelly here is in the game room. I must have swapped them out to go into the game room instead. That's why they're not all in there. And that's fine, because that's what I want to do. But these people here, I want them to be in endurance. So I'll go ahead and swap them out with somebody down here. Who I don't want these people to level up, though. I don't want to level up. And if they don't have a spot, then I will just put them in the charisma room or the training room. Again, I want them to stay level 1 as long as they can be. Again, that's why I don't want them in a production room. Don't want them in a production room unless they are max in those particular stats. There we go. Now, actually, I should look at A-Dog here. Where did I put A-Dog at? Did A-Dog level up? That's the question. If he leveled up, then it messes... Oh, man. See, not only does it mess you up when you're doing your rooms, but it also messes you up when you're just trying to scroll. I think it's because of the drag problem here in this particular version. That's exactly what I don't want to happen. I don't want them to level up. Stop that. Stop that. It also messes you up when you're just trying to drag the thing around. I don't think it's just me. I think in this particular version it's more difficult because you have to drag at the kind of top area, especially when you're at kind of a medium level zoom distance here. It's very, very annoying, but I can deal with it. I can deal with it. All right. I don't see him. He's not easy to find. Forget it. If he's not semi-easy to find after a while, I just stop looking for him because, again, I got 64,000 caps up there. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. So, again, we were swapping those guys around. We got that going. Again, I will start to move these guys into luck because they're going to be my production guys. So I want their luck to be all the way up so I have a chance of getting caps every single time. So you'll see me start to centralize on my guys who have already got to maximum stats and work on luck. Then I'll have them work on other things like intelligence, strength, perception, and so on. I'll probably do perception next and then intelligence. Then they're I can use them in multiple rooms, whatever I want to do, right? If they're going to be my explorers, I will do endurance first, then luck, then perception, then strength, so they'll be stronger in there. Then eventually intelligence, agility first, and then intelligence, then charisma be the very last thing I do. Because in that order is in the order of which I want them to do stuff, right? Whether I want them to get more caps or whether I want them to be better in that endurance room or if I want them to level up from level 1 all the way to level 50 with max endurance plus an endurance outfit. That is really my goal for them right now. All right, I think that's it. That's good for now. All right, that's good. Let's go ahead and pop out to the main menu. And again, if you did enjoy my stream here, for some Fallout Shelter. Again, I will probably be back on Monday playing some more Fallout Shelter. Tomorrow's going to be my creative stream, so I'm going to download 25 years of graphic design knowledge to you guys. Show you a bit of Photoshop and Illustrator and all of that and how to do some certain techniques on what you can do for graphic design. Even do overlays and GIF animations I've done before as well. A lot of fun stuff. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow at 12 p.m. Noon or 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, which is about 9 p.m. Pacific Time. And we'll have some fun doing that, hopefully if IRL doesn't get in the way. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and stop Fallout Shelter. We're going to play some 7 Days to Die. So thanks again, everybody watching this on YouTube. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you are watching this on YouTube, and I will see you in the next Fallout Shelter stream. All right, see you next time.